Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a story about what if Naruto x Kyoko High School of the Dead. Before I start, please support for more amazing content and do consider subscribing to my channel and share this video with your friends. This is written by the First Kitsukage and link in description and support writer. Let's start the video. Nights and nightmares of the dead. The world was coming to an end. The dead was coming back to life and killing the living. No one was ready for it. A small group of people were the only ones who knew about it but no one believed them. Now it's too late to do anything about it but survive it. It all happened in an instant. Now the world and its governments are falling. However, if mankind proved one thing that was strong about them, aside from their hate and love for war, it was survival. The human race would not go down without a fight. Right now in Japan, a high school was a hot spot of the infected and a young man was already there clearing out the infected. However, he was not normal, he was wearing a full bodysuit. And he was taking out many of the infected as he could. What the hell is that? A girl shouted. The young man turned to the sound of the voice and acted. Cloak engaged. He used a suit to turn invisible to the naked eye. He used his own speed to find the girl that shouted. It wasn't hard. He came upon a small group of survivors. The group was now looking at a liquor that had made a fresh kill. Threat detected. The young man went to work. How did I end up like this? How did I get this suit? Why did my family's home get torched? Why how oh yeah I remember. 1 week ago. Mom, you're embarrassing me. Yuki and Siko don't mind how I look. Naruto said to his mother Kushina, who was fixing his tie and all for the school dance later that night. Now young man, you know that I care. You're going to look nice for this dance and that's final. Kushina said to her only child. Hey son, getting the full treatment from your mother I see. Minato said to his boy. Dad save me. Mom's going to make me look I don't know but it can't be good. Naruto panicked. Don't get me started on you now Minato. You know I can. Kushina threatened. Yeah no. Sorry son, you're on your own. Minato said as he walked out. What? Oh come on dad. Save your son. Naruto, this is going to happen. Now just lay back and accept your fate. Kushina said, getting him ready for the dance. Like dad? He asked jokingly. Yes, just like your father. Some time passed and Kushina was looking over her work. Looking good son. She kissed him on his forehead. Thanks mom. Naruto said, he didn't look that bad. Naruto, we have to talk about something. Kushina got serious. Naruto could hear it in her voice. Yeah? About what? He asked. He was a little nervous. Well, me and your father, well we know that you have a love triangle going with Siko and Yuki-san. You know that you can only pick one. I hate for you to cause pain in anyone, but that's the way it has to be. Kushina stated what was on her mind bluntly. I know mom. Trust me I know. And that's what scares me. Yuki's mom let me have it when she heard about our little thing going. Don't get me started on Siko's dad. Good thing he left overseas today or he'd kill me or at least try to again. Naruto remembered that day. He never ran so fast, nor did he ever have a close shave. Ding dong. That's them. They're a little early. Naruto said. I got it. Minato said out loud to the two in the back. Alright son. Ready to dazzle and amaze them? Kushina smirked at her son. I am. Oh, and one more thing Naruto. I'm not ready to have grandkids yet. So you do one of two things. 1. Keep it in your pants. But if you're like your father that's impossible. MOM. Or 2. Use protection. I don't want an army of mini Narutos running around Japan in 10 years. One of you is troublesome enough. Kushina had a laugh at her son's expense again. MOM. Gunshot. Kushina gasped when she heard the shot. Minato. She yelled and went into the living room. Naruto was too stunned to move right now. No. Gunshot. Mom dad. Naruto ran out only to see 3 men fully covered up. One pointed his gun at Naruto and fired. Naruto fell in blackout. He came to a few minutes later. Hey boss, the kid's awake. One said. So what? Don't waste any more bullets, that cheap-ass politician Shido isn't paying well for this. We're going to burn this place down, get the car ready. The leader said. Alright. Sorry kid, nothing personal. The guy said. The timer's ready and set for 3 minutes. The third guy said. The leader looked at Naruto once more. Sorry kid, nothing personal. If you want to blame someone in the afterlife, blame Michiru Shido. He paid us to kill Police Chief Minato Namikaze and his family, that means you. Later kid. The leader walked off. A few minutes later the house was on fire. It was a few minutes longer before Naruto saw anyone else as he lay there burning while his mother and father lay next to him dead. He heard the back door being broken down and soon he saw someone hovering over him. My god, I'm too late. Naruto heard the guy say. Hey, you alive? You're, but how that bullet went through your heart. The suited guy started to carry Naruto away from his burning home. Naruto was barely alive by now. Blood loss and the shock of it all had taken its toll on him. Naruto? That your name? Naruto Namikaze. Destiny is a bitch, huh? It'll be on you now, son. The man said to him. Naruto barely heard him. Something is coming. Something bad, I wish I could help but I can't. Not anymore. I'm dying, the suit prolonged my life as long as it could. You're my last shot. Jill and Rebecca's last shot, the last hope for all of us. Naruto saw the guy take off his helmet. We tried to warn them. Warn everyone but no one believed us. Now it is too late to stop it from happening. Umbrella saw to that. Naruto could barely see right now. It's all on you now, Naruto. I have no right to ask this, but you must do it. Find Jill and Rebecca. Find them and hurry. That's all I can do now, you're all I can do. Naruto saw the man's face, he looked sickly and pale. Oh, almost forgot one last mission. Got to break the link to the suit. Naruto saw the man grab a handgun, then pointed it at his head. Tell them I'm sorry I've failed them. My name is Alcatraz, remember me. He pulled the trigger and it killed him. Flash forward 1 hour ago. Naruto woke up after almost a week asleep. He was dazed and confused. That guy, Alcatraz, saved him, he knew that much. But what happened to him? He felt wired, he felt different but strong. Activating nano-suit biosystem protocols. Naruto wanted to cry out in fright, but he couldn't. He couldn't talk. Integrating new DNA accepted. Primary mission objective. Locate and protect BSAA members Jill Valentine and Rebecca Chambers. Naruto was still frightened but went with it. He saw a bag full of guns near the dead body of the man Alcatraz that saved him. He took them and all of a sudden he knew how to use each one of them. Again it freaked him out, but he went with it. What else could he do? He followed the stairs in the building he was in until he got to the roof. He saw 2 guys in weird black body army and all of a sudden he froze. System override. He felt his vision get sharper and he saw the 2 guys more clearly. Threat detected. I'm not infected. I'm not bit, I swear. Unshot. Orders are orders. All non-umbrella personnel are to be considered infected and are to be terminated. Vision mode allows the user to observe danger from a distance. Be aware of combat objectives and tactical opportunities such as flanking or ammo caches. Hurry up, we need to sweep the area for any more survivors. One umbrella soldier said. All umbrella units are hostile. Terminate with extreme prejudice. Naruto agreed for some reason. But with what happened to him and based on what Alcatraz had said, Umbrella needed to be stopped. He grabbed a Scoop Scar assault rifle with silencer. He fired 1 bullet and it hit 1 man before he knew what was going on in his head. What? The second guy looked around, only to be shot in the head as well. Naruto felt nothing for what he did. Not sadness or regret. Strange. He thought that taking a life would be harder than that. He made his way past the dead bodies and moved on. He soon found a camp filled with 6 umbrella units. He thought it weird that they would wear motorcycle helmets. But he figured the umbrella CEOs were cheap bastards. It was then that he kicked a piece of rubble from a building. Hey, what was that? One umbrella solider asked to himself. System override. Naruto froze again, then well himself what the suit was telling him. Cloak engaged. The guy looked right at him and did nothing. Like he wasn't even there at all. It was nothing. Let's get moving. Stealth mode enables the user to infiltrate and flank enemy positions without being seen. Stealth mode drains suit energy. Movement while cloaked rapidly drains suit energy. Naruto smiled at this new feature. This would do nicely. After a while of killing some more umbrella units, he saw what Alcatraz had said that they tried to warn others about. Zombies. All over the place. System override. He froze again as many of these things closed in on him. But again he will what the suit told him. Maximum armor. The zombies tried to bite him only to have their teeth be destroyed for the effort. Armor mode increases defense output. Reducing damage from all attacks and increases survival probability from exploding munitions. Armor mode requites suit energy. Naruto then killed all of the zombies in the area with his bare hands. No need to waste any bullets. Alcatraz. Alcatraz, you're alive. Thank God. User identified. BSAA co-founder Jill Valentine. Look, Alcatraz, all of Japan is infected, but not just here, the whole world is in chaos over this mess. Many BSAA forces are all dead from the incursion last year. Rebecca, you and I are the only ones in Japan right now. Everyone else is scattered around the world. I heard what happened to Minato and his family. I know you were friends with Minato, but we can't let that get to us. Minato said he had the info we need to bring down Umbrella once and for all. Head to his office at the police station. I'll contact you later. New objectives added. Find information on Umbrella at the police station. Naruto ignored that for now. His friends took priority right now. He hoped that they were alright. Naruto ran across the rooftops, it was fun to say the least. The suit was amazing if it allowed a person, himself, who was on the brink of death to do feats that would seem impossible. He made it to the school to see some guy at the gate trying to get in with 4 teachers telling him to go away. Naruto saw that the guy at the gate was infected. He acted, he grabbed his sniper rifle and EBR in hopes of killing it before it bit the dumb guy acting tough. Too late did Naruto kill the zombie at the gate as he bit into the teacher's arm. Naruto readied his shot again. But one female teacher, Kyoko if he remembers right, got in the way of his shot. When she moved when the new zombie teacher got up that gave Naruto the chance to take the shot. He did, saving the young teacher. Holy shit. One of the other teachers yelled when their colleague was just shot and killed. Naruto jumped down using his armor mode to soften his fall. Then he jumped over the wall again fighting the teachers. Run. The 2 male teachers ran as fast as they could, not knowing what they were running into. Leaving Kyoko still frozen in front of a murderer. AHHH. The 2 looked to see the other 2 teachers being eaten by a small horde of zombies. That got Kyoko out of her stubborn and she ran for her life. Naruto aimed and fired at the zombies, he forgot that he had his silencer still on. He wondered how many students were infected. It was selfish of him to hope that his friends were not infected. Naruto moved, the announcement just proved to be the problem, it helped no one, but the infected gained numbers. No getaway. Naruto heard a female voice yell. He went into the library where the voice came from. There he saw 2 young girls Miss Yuzu and Toshimi. There were friends of his since that indent. They were cornered by 5 zombies, nothing for him to handle. He moved in, smashing 2 zombies' heads with his hands, grabbing the third and snapping its neck. Naruto punched the 4ths one's head off and kicked the 5th one down. He walked to it and stepped on its head killing it. He looked at Toshimi and Miss Yuzu. They were in shock at first at what happened, then. Thank you then you. They hugged him thanking him as they did. He nodded, unable to say anything. He would protect them no matter what, it was a relief to know that at least some of his friends were safe. He set his bag down and started to look for something. They wouldn't be able to shot a gun worth a damn, no offense to them, but they needed to protect themselves somehow. He pulled out 2 knives. The blade was about 8 inches, long enough for now as he would do the heavy lifting and all. Flashback end. Naruto remembered, he only woke up an hours ago. But he kept his memories, he needed to save his friends. No matter the cost. He saved 2 so far. Luckily that guy Alcatraz had a stash of weapons that would make a SWAT team jealous, so he took them with him. So he wasted no time in wasting the liquor the small group stumbled on. A few well-placed shots to the thing's head and it fell dead. The group was shocked twice in the span of a few minutes. First they saw a monster only in their nightmares in real life. Then it being put down by some guy in a suit with Toshimi and Miss Yuzu standing next to him. Who the hell are you? Saya yelled at him again. Wow. He had a scar. That's so cool. Quite fattest. Do you want those monster to find us again? She told him. Sorry. He said quietly. The rest of the group just shook their heads. Seiko approached the man in the suit. I am thankful for your help. That creature was unsettling to see. I also thank you for helping Toshimi and Miss Yuzu. Seiko was friends of them through Naruto. Although it pained her to think of her dead boyfriend. Naruto nodded. Just then the door near them burst open. Naruto pointed his gun, but stopped when he saw it was Kyoko. Hey, what are you guys? She saw the man in the strange suit again. But shook her head clear. Get in here quickly. The large group went in the staff room. Naruto was off to the side. He saw most of the people he cared for here. Only his other girlfriend Yuki and a few friends weren't here. He had hoped that they were fine. We can catch our breath here for a bit. Takashi said while drinking some water before handing it off to Kota. We need a plan to get out of here. Kyoko said thinking out loud. Kota handing the water bottle off to Naruto, not that anyone knew that, Naruto declined it. Are you sure man? I mean, you'll need it. Kota assured him. Naruto pointed to his mask. Can't you remove it? Naruto shook his head no. Then how do you live? I mean you need to eat and drink don't you? This got the group's attention seeing how their newest friend seemed stuck in a suit and was too quiet. Naruto just shrugged his shoulder. Can't you talk? Kota again asked. Naruto shook his head no again. Why? Is that suit useful then? Naruto turned invisible to answer his question. Whoa. Shut up. Saya smacked him over his head. Naruto turned off his cloaking. She then turned to Naruto. Naruto flinched. He and Saya were good friend, close even very close, they've been friends since they could remember. Her temper seems to have gotten worse since he last saw her. And you? Who the hell are you? She asked. Naruto wondered how to answer that. He was saved by Takashi. Look, it doesn't matter who he is. He saved us from that thing, and that's good enough for me to know he's on our side. He said with a lot of sense. I agree. We can always ask him about himself later. Right now we need to get out of here first. Seiko said to the group. "Do you have your keys, Ms. Shizuka?" "I left mine in the club room." Naruto was glad she was safe as well. It seems most of the people he cared for were here. I do. Shizuka began to look for her keys. "Can your car fit all of us?" Siko asked. Oh, she stopped. No. The group began thinking. Naruto noticed the buses outside for club away games. He snapped his fingers to get their attention. Kota came first and looked at what Naruto was looking at. "Hey, good eye, new guy. Hey guys, we can use the buses. The keys are inside this room and it is more than enough room for all of us and then some," Kota said to the rest of the group. "Good idea, Kota," Ray said. "Well, it was the new guy's idea. I just voiced it," Kota said, embarrassed. Then Kota thought of something. "You know, we need a name from you, new guy. I mean, we need to call you something other than the new guy all the time." Naruto looked at Kota. Great, he thought. If I tell them my name, Siko might try to kill me for not believing me. Saya, Ray, in fact all of them might. "Let's get to the buses first, when we are a little safer we will get his name." "Alright," Takashi said with the group agreeing. Yes, saved by Takashi's lack of curiosity. Naruto thought. Alright then. I guess new guy should work for now. Saya said, wanting to know more about this enigma right next to her. "Mind leading us to the buses?" she asked. Naruto nodded. With his suit he could do anything almost. He would even without it. However, before he went to his bag of guys. However, only Kota would be able to use any of them. He handed Kota a G36E with red dot sight with 5 extra magazines to go with it. Oh wow. A G36E with red dot sight. Thanks man. But what about the rest of the group? Naruto shook his head no again. None of them could use one. Oh, I get it. They can't use the gun, right, so it's safer for them not to have one. Right. Naruto nodded his head. But wait, how do you know I could? That got the group's eyes on him. But Naruto had a way out. He pointed to Kota's nail gun that saved him. Oh right. Alright now. Naruto stopped them. He moved them in a formation that would work. He put Takashi and Ray to the left. Toshimi and Miss Yuzu to the right. Kyoko and Shizuka and Saya in the middle. With Siko behind them and Kota behind her. This is an effective formation. Siko said aloud. Seeing as the new guy was leading. Naruto took the lead and took a look outside. He saw none of the zombies, so it was safe to move. He motioned them to follow him. Okay, quick reminder, they react to sound, so be quiet. Saya said to the group. Everyone nodded. AHH. Naruto rushed to the sound. He saw 5 classmates surrounded by zombies. He wasted no time in helping them. He jumped down, smashing 2 zombie skulls on his boots. Backhanding 2 more, ending their own lives, while Ray, Takashi and Siko moved in and took out the rest. Thank you. One of the girls yelled to their saviors. Keep it down. These things hunt by sound. Saya hissed at the girl. Oh. Sorry. She said, covering her mouth. Are any of you hurt or bitten? Takashi asked. No. One of the guys said. Naruto wanted to make sure and grabbed one guy. Infection scan. Everyone heard that. Infection scan complete. No infection. The guy sighed. Naruto repeated this process with the others. No one was infected. I will ask you about that later. Saya said. What just happened? Said to her that this guy knew something about this outbreak. Naruto nodded, fearing what she might do to get information out of him. Alright, look, we are going for the buses to get the hell out of here. You guys in? Takashi asked the new members of the group. Yeah, we're in. They all nodded. They weren't stupid, this suit guy kicked ass. With him around, their odds of surviving went way up. The large group made their way to the locker room. Saya was not the only one who noticed that this guy knew his way around the school. Siko noticed it too. This told them both one of 2 things. 1. He's a creepy stalker type. Or 2. He's been in this school once before. Okay, so these things are like bats. They hear but not see. So if we are quiet we can slip through them unnoticed, right? Takashi asked Saya. But the new 5 members of the group. The formation grew a bit. Naruto put the 2 guys with long-range weapons with Toshimi and Miss Yuzu and the 3rd guy with Takashi and Ray. He put the 2 girls in the center of the group for protection. But we need someone to test it. Saya said. She didn't want to, but it needed to be done. Naruto pointed at himself. You sure? Asked Takashi. He was about to volunteer, but this guy could live if things went bad. Naruto nodded. Alright, good luck. Again Naruto nodded and went in. After he handed Kota his bag of guns. Naruto walked fearlessly out near the zombies in the locker room. Naruto walked around them and they seemed not to notice him at all. He even went so far as to play drums on 2 of the zombies' heads. This got a sweat drop from everyone else, even Shizuka. But it got a tick mark from Saya. Naruto decided to move on. He grabbed a shoe that was on the ground and tossed it. The small sound attracted the zombies in the area to it. Naruto opened the door to the outside and motioned the rest of them to follow him. When Kota passed him he grabbed his bag of guns from him. He could carry them better without it slowing him down. But that cost them. When he wasn't looking, one of the new guys with a long weapon hit the door, making a loud clang sound. Naruto's HUD tracked the sound and it echoed far. "Run!" Kakashi yelled. Naruto turned his guns on and started firing into the horde of zombies, killing any that got near them. "You moron, if you didn't yell then we would only have to deal with the ones here." Saya yelled at Kakashi for him yelling. "No. Did you hear the echo? Just shut up and run," he said, bashing some head in. Naruto and Kota were killing many zombies at a distance. But Kota made it to the bus, so he was covering the group from there. Naruto heard a grunting sound near him and saw one of the new guys, Takizu, having his towel grabbed by one zombie and another reaching for his arm. Naruto shot both zombies near him, saving him from dying at the hands of these monsters. Takizu, his girlfriend, Naomi, yelled happily that her boyfriend wasn't going to die today. "What are you doing? Get on board." Saya yelled at the girl as she forced her on the bus. Naruto covered the young man as he ran past him to his girlfriend. "Thanks, man." Naruto nodded. There isn't much more he could do other than that. "Tsugai, let's go," Takashi said from the bus entrance. "Shizuka, get ready. We need to go." "I'm sorry. This isn't like my car, you know," Shizuka said in a panic. Naruto was holding the line with Siko and Takashi, making sure nothing got on the bus. Although he was farther away from the bus than the other two, drawing most to him and his bullets. "We need to go," Takashi yelled. "Wait." Everyone heard someone yell. Most knew who it was. But Naruto, as much hate he has for the man, saw someone he cared for. Yuki. She was still alive. He was happy, yet sad. She could know that he was under this suit, just like Siko can't. As much hate as Naruto had, he would cover the students from the zombies. He came with the package, as it were. Rei was in the same boat as him. Although she would rather let them all die if it meant that Shido would die as well. "Hold on, Shizuka. We got a few more," he said to the nurse. "You can't be serious. We're not saving him," Rei yelled in protest. "Hurry, they'll help us," the teacher yelled to the students he was leading. "What are you talking about, Rei? We can't abandon them to die. We're not rescuing him." She didn't care about the others, only about Shido dying. Naruto wanted to. It would be easy. Just put a bullet in his head and stay quiet. The group would assume it was an accident. Rei would be on his side at least. Siko and Yuki knew about this man and his evil. But Naruto rather not waste a bullet. Naruto turned away from him to kill a few of the zombies in the front of the bus to thin them out. "Sensei, I twisted my ankle. Help me." The young kid pleaded for help. Only to be kicked in the face. The pain he felt from it and the betrayal led him to screaming. Then the dead started to eat him. Naruto saw what Shido had done and the boy. He could do nothing to save him. However, Naruto would end his suffering. He aimed and placed one bullet in the boy's head, ending his life. "Tsugai, we're ready. Get on." Takashi yelled at Naruto. He nodded, ran to the bus. He nodded to Shizuka and she flirted, telling herself that they were not human anymore, and she ran them down. Naruto was at the front of the bus. He was angry at himself. If he was faster or if he kept an eye on Shido, that young man would have lived. Shido would pay. He felt someone tap him on his shoulder. It was Rei. "You're going to regret saving that man," she said with as much venom of his very being as she could. "Shido's not his." He nodded in agreement already. He decided that he needed a little rest. Hopefully Shido wouldn't try anything. But he knew better. "Alcatraz. Alcatraz, it's me, Rebecca." Naruto heard a voice over his comm link. User identified. BSAA member Rebecca Chambers. "Look, me and Jill are at a mall. By the looks of it, about 50 or so miles from your current location. Get this, I analyzed the sample you gave me a week ago or so, and you know what? It's a cure for the infection. A real cure." Naruto would jump for joy. But he sensed a but coming. "But I can't make any here. I need the suit, it has the data I need to make the cure, I need to help anyone who's infected. I need you to get here as soon as possible. I have a suit scanner ready here at the mall." "Alright, Alcatraz. Be safe. New mission objective. Get to the mall." Naruto just groaned. Luckily the mall is on the way to the police station where his dad worked, so it wasn't all that bad. But how to tell the others in his group? He can't talk for one reason or another. He needed a piece of paper and a pen. It was at this time, however, that Shido's group started to bitch about one thing or another. This got on his nerves. "Hey nurse lady, can you drive slower? I almost." Shizuka slammed on the brakes. "Would you lay off me? I've never driven one of these before." Did the kid stop his bitching? No, he just turned it on someone else. He turned it to Takashi. "Hey, what the hell are you looking at?" he asked, yelled at Takashi. Both boys started at each other. "Why are you acting like this?" Siko asked the scared and angry young man. He just continued to get angrier as the moments pasted. I fucking hate this guy," he said to Takashi. Naruto was amazed that his rage and fear of this new world caused him to lose it. "What did I do for you to hate me? Have I ever even talked to you?" Takashi asked, a good question. Before the kid could do anything, Rei acted, jamming her staff in the kid's gut. Knocked the wind out of him and he collapsed to the floor. Everyone was scared, save for Naruto and Shido for different reasons. "You're horrible," Rei said to him coldly. The coldest Naruto or Takashi ever heard her say anything. Rei Takashi was still shocked at what she did. Stop. This would have never happened if Naruto was here." Kota yelled, only to regret it when everyone who knew Naruto as a good friend or more became sad. Naruto was sad as well. He could talk and saying that he was Naruto, not that anyone would believe him if he said he was. Clap, clap, clap. But he's not here. He tragically died last week. I guess it's for the best. He never saw this world come to chaos. Most of the people in the bus got angry at the man. No one believed his bullshit that he is broken up about Naruto's death. He'd throw a party if he could. But your performance just proves what I've been saying. We need a leader, one who puts others ahead of himself. One who could lead us to safety in this troubled time. Shido began his bullshit speech. And let me guess, you are the only one who can take up that mantle? Saya asked with sarcasm. Well, I am a teacher after all. And all of you are students. My charges. Shido said dramatically. Then what I am then? I can see why the students hate him. He's such an ass. Kyoko thought. If you are all with me, then please clap your hands. Shido finished. Naruto decided to make his move now. He tossed his gun and his bag of guns to Kota, keeping one on himself right now as he made his way to Shido. He wasn't going to listen to this man's bile anymore, nor would he let him infect any more students than he already has. He stood behind of the man and tapped on his shoulder. Yes. Can I help you? He asked. Only to get punched hard in the nose. Oh, how Rei loved this guy already. Shido's nose was broken and now bleeding. Some of the male students that are now part of Shido's cult tried to defend their new master. Naruto just shoved them out of the way as he made his way to Shido. Then he punched him again in the face, then again and again and again. He might have lost a few teeth. But Naruto nor did some of the other students care about Shido's treatment, watching it was fun enough. When Naruto felt he had enough of beating him, he pulled out his handgun, a Desert Eagle. Hey, no need for that. Shido said looking down the barrel of the gun. Tsugai, no. Don't kill him. Takashi didn't know that this man deserved this. Only the few that did hope that he'll kill this monster before he kills any more people than he already has. New mission objective. Terminate Koichi Shido. New mission objective. Terminate Ichiro Shido. Naruto liked his new mission. He cocked the trigger back. And? Death Night of the Dead. As Naruto pointed his gun at this evil man's head, his HUD went off. Threat detected. Shit. Naruto looked up to see a bus hauling ass down the street about 100 meters from them. Using vision mode, he saw that zombies were in with them and they were all dead. He moved from Shido and moved Shizuka as kindly as he could. Naruto then got into the driver's seat and drove the bus, moved from the other bus's path. Whoa. Kota said as he saw the explosion. We should leave here now. Who knows what this is going to attract? Siko said out loud. Naruto nodded and offered the driver's seat to Shizuka again. He looked as sorry as he could for her to get he didn't mean any harm. It's okay. Shizuka said in her cheery voice. She got back in the driver's seat and drove the bus away from the burning one. The whole group was quiet until Saya had enough. Alright, we're safe enough right now. So new guy, care to tell who you are? Saya asked with her glasses on. Glaring right into his visor. Naruto was lucky he had a mask on. Otherwise they'd all see him sweat. I swear, what is it with me and my attraction to violent girls? Dad, I blame you for this. His mom made a joke about how Naruto seems to like girls who are feisty, as she put it, just like his father. Okay, if there is a god, help would be nice. Hello, we're waiting. Saya said to Naruto, although he can't talk. Naruto pointed to his mouth and shook his head no. Saya, he can't talk. Kota said to her. I bet he just doesn't want to talk. He is a monster. Look at what he did to me. Shido said. He was going to kill me. Doesn't seem like a monster to me. Rei said under her breath. Then give him a pen and paper, you can write, can you? Saya asked. Naruto nodded. Takezu handed him a pad and a pen. What is your name? Saya demanded. Naruto thought about it. But went with the only name he could think of other than his own. He didn't want them to feel the pain of him being Naruto. Alcatraz. Everyone nodded. Alright, Alcatraz. What do you know of this outbreak? Your suit seems to know if there is an infection in a person. Saya asked again. Naruto wrote down what he knew. All I know is that Umbrella is behind this. Liar. Umbrella doesn't make something like this. Shido said. He knew where his father's money came from. If nothing else. Naruto shook his head no, then wrote again, based on the memories he has from the real Alcatraz. The mansion incident near Raccoon City and Raccoon City, as well as the outbreak in Africa are all real. As well as some others that were never made public. All he could do was tell what he knew, if they believed him or not was not his problem. I think I should ask the next question. Why can't you talk? Kota asked. Naruto wrote what he knew. Don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Saya yelled at him. Naruto wrote another thing down. I just don't. Drop it. Saya huffed. Alright, do you have any contacts that can aid us right now? Siko asked. She had common sense to know that a person like this wouldn't be out here alone. Yes. That made everyone a little happy and relieved. So can you lead us to where they are at? Takashi asked. Naruto willed himself to do a few things, he allowed them to hear the mission about the mall. Mission objective. Get to the mall. The mall? Kota asked. Who or what is there? Jill Valentine and Rebecca Chambers. Can they help us? Siko asked. Naruto nodded. Alright, it seems we are heading to the mall. Takashi said out loud. Shizuka, let's get moving. Head to the mall. Luckily there was only one in this area. Alright, buckle up. She said with a smile. With what? Kyoko asked, there were no seatbelts. Hey. Don't we get a vote? One of Shido's cult members yelled. Why should you? One of our group members is driving, on top of that, the majority has ruled on it. We go to the mall. Raid him with spite. But we should have a say in it too. I mean how do we know that this guy is even telling the truth huh? For all we know he's the one who started this whole thing. He said accusingly pointing at Naruto. Naruto just rolled his eyes. No way. Alcatraz saved us when we were as good as dead. Toshimi and Miss Yuzu yelled in his defense. And me as well when this broke out at the school. Kyoko said pushing her glasses up. Maybe he's just playing nice so he can kill us later. I say we ditch him here. Another cult member the blonde one said. No. Kota yelled. Fearing that Alcatraz would take his guns away. If we do that, not only would we lose someone that could save our lives, but he would also take his guns away. You think the guns I'm holding now are mine? Kota told him. Figures that Kota would say something about my guns. Naruto thought. This man, Alcatraz, has proven to be not only useful but honorable. If he says that they are people who can help us at the mall then I believe him. As do the rest of our group. Siko said with wisdom beyond her years. As do I. He saved our butts more times in the last few hours than any one of us could count. On top of that, he can kill them with his bare hands and with his guns. Speaking of which, you're going to have to teach us how to shoot soon if we are going to help you Alcatraz. Takashi said to Naruto. Naruto nodded. Then Naruto's HUD went off. Survivors detected. This thing can pick up survivors too? He asked himself. He held up his hand balled into a fist, hoping that someone would know what it meant. Stop, you want us to stop? Kota asked. Naruto nodded. Shizuka stop. Siko said. Shizuka did. Why are we stopping? She asked. Everyone looked at Alcatraz. We should just keep moving, who cares what this freak says? Another Shido cult fanatic yelled. Naruto wrote something on his pad and showed it to Siko. I'm detecting survivors nearby. You sure? Siko asked. Naruto nodded. Where? Naruto checked his HUD. About 50 meters northwest. Make a right. I'll direct. He showed Siko. Very well. Shizuka make a right. Okay. Shizuka did. Naruto gave directions to where he or his suit really detected survivors. How this suit could he didn't know nor did he really care. He'd go with it. He can't do much else. He told Shizuka to stop. Here? She asked. He nodded. Naruto was regretting not knowing sign language. He wrote on his pad. If I'm not back in 3 minutes, leave. Alright. Please hurry. I don't know how long Shido and his little band of followers will stay quiet. Siko told him. Naruto nodded and got off the bus. His HUD was giving him a general direction to the survivors. He found the home they were in, he had no way to know how many survivors are infected. He opened the door slowly and saw the home was dark. He got the living room and he froze again. System override. Naruto did what the suit told him. Predator vision enabled. The world that Naruto now saw was blue for the most part. Predator vision allows the user to see 40 meters X-ray vision in all directions. Naruto looked up and a little to his right. He saw 2 people, but they were being shown to him as green. Green represents infected. He looked a little to the left of that, he saw another person, but they were blue, a different shade of blue, then his new vision shows him, and he could see their skeleton like he did with the zombies that were green. Blue are unarmed civilians. Naruto looked near his feet and saw a body that was green for the most part, but had a little blue. predator vision also shows infection level in a percent. It showed 77% for the young woman by the looks of it. All infection beyond 60% are beyond treatment. He saw about 30 meters away at another street 3 people with guns, but they were red. Red or hostiles. Predator vision required suit energy. Naruto kept it on as he moved upstairs. He saw the 2 infected zombies and shot them both in the head with 1 bullet. He heard a gasp from the other side of the door. He moved to the door and knocked on it a few times. Hello? Naruto heard from the other side of the door. Why does that voice sound so familiar? He asked himself. Damn it, I am still unable to talk. With his predator vision still on, he looked at the bus. He saw a few of them agreeing. Or at least it looked like it. He had no time for this. He heard the door crack open and a head picked out of the door. Is it safe? She asked, seeing a man in body armor. Or at least it looks like body armor. Naruto nodded. Then the woman rushed to hug him. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The door was giving way and I don't know how long it would hold. Naruto turned off his new vision and saw who had the familiar voice. Oh shit. It's Hinata. He could believe it. Her asshole of a father sent her off to an all-girls school about 3 years ago when he had heard that they were dating. Hadn't seen her in over 2 months as they could get together for longer often. Do have a car or something? We need to go, sir. She said politely. Same old Hinata. I wonder, does she know I'm dead? He asked himself. He prayed that she wouldn't find out too fast. He had been friends with him for as Saya had. The 3 of them were the 2 Genesises and the dumb blonde. He wasn't dumb, was he? He led her to the stairs only to see the dead body up and about. He forgot to put a bullet in its head. Now he wished he did. It was Hanabi, Hinata's little sister. He heard Hinata gasp in shock and sadness that got its attention. Naruto hesitated for a moment but then did what needed to be done. He shot it in its head. Ending her suffering. Hinata cried on his shoulder. She did that a lot nowadays. He thought. He led her to the door and pointed to the bus. Takashi and Rei were outside keeping an eye on things. Hinata began running, which bounced her almost DD cub breasts as she did. Many guys' drools. Luckily many of them were of Shido's cult, expendable. Rei. Hey Rei. Hinata called out. Not knowing about the sound hunting zombies. Hinata. Hinata, you're alive. Both girls hugged each other tightly. It's good to see you again, Hinata. Takashi said kindly to her. They were friends, nothing more. You too, Takashi. Is Naruto on board? I haven't seen him in a while. She said hopefully. Both became down at Naruto's name. However, that didn't last long. Threat detected. Naruto turned around and saw some more mutated liquor zombies. 3 of them. Naruto wasted no time firing on the things with his scar. Get on. Saya yelled at the 3 teens. They obeyed. Alcatraz. Hurry up, man. Kota said, form an open window, giving as much support as he could. One jumped on Naruto and they were fighting on the ground. Shido had a grin on his face, hoping that he would die. Naruto proved to be too much for this liquor and shoved his knife in his head, killing it. The second one tried to jump over him to the canned lunch meat, aka the bus. Naruto grabbed its leg and stopped it. He then grabbed its head and ripped it off. Many of the girls covered their eye from the gore. The last one charged him as well. When his back was turned, Kota shot it a few times, slowing it down, and Naruto just grabbed it by the neck, snapped it and tossed it aside. Alright. Kota yelled in victory. Naruto just dropped the empty magazine and began to walk to the bus. Then he froze. System failure. Was all over his HUD. He fell to his knees, he felt so weak. He couldn't move. Integrating new T-virus strain, standby. Is that what this is all about? Naruto lay on the ground as he had no power or strength to move. Alcatraz, are you alright, man? Takashi yelled. It seems that he has reached his limit, let us go before more of those things come for us. Shido said with his normal grin. No, we'll leave no one behind. Kota, help me out, will ya? You to Takizu. Yeah, sure, no problem. Kota got up. I'm on it. Takizu got up from his girlfriend's embrace. I'll assist as well. Siko got up to help them. It took all 4 of their strength, but they managed to get him on the bus. Man, you weigh a ton, Alcatraz. What gives, is it the suit? Kota said, rubbing his sore shoulder. Let's go, Shizuka. Siko said. On it. She put the pedal to the metal. We should have just left him. He's dead weight now. The blonde one again yelled. He's still alive and so we will help him. Siko said sternly. This group was falling apart almost from the core. Rei wanted to leave, but if Alcatraz is going to kill Shido, like he almost did had that one bus didn't stop him, she didn't want to miss it. She could bear Shido and his filth a little longer for the greatest, or second, greatest thing that would happen to her. Shido screams as he dies. She could wait a little longer. Takashi didn't know why Rei Shido, sure he's an ass, but that didn't warrant such hate. But he didn't know. Hinata was looking around for the one man she loved but not finding him. Kakashi, Saya, Rei, where is Naruto? I know he's a survivor, he could live through this, so where is he? Is he Hinata was about to break down. Siko walked up behind Hinata. They two were friends but didn't know each other long. Hinata. I am sorry to say that Naruto and his family died last week in a fire. I am sorry. Siko said with sadness and pity for Hinata. She cried. Cried for the loss of the one man she loved. She knew that he was dating around with two others but they didn't care. They could wait until he made a choice. Now that was never going to happen. Back with Naruto, his vision was hazy at best. Integrations complete. System restart. Naruto got up slowly, getting the attention of the people in the bus. He saw that Hinata was crying her eyes out again. She must have been told about his death in the fire. He couldn't tell her otherwise. It was for the best that she believed that he had died. Alcatraz, what the hell just happened? Jill was yelling at him. Your systems went nuts, I've been trying to get a hold of you for the last few minutes. What did you do? She asked. I don't believe it. Naruto heard the other voice in his head. Rebecca. Jill, did you see that? Did you see that? What the hell am I looking for? Alcatraz absorbed some of the T-virus. The suit can absorb it and make himself stronger. Amazing. I never thought. But Rebecca, isn't that bad for Alcatraz? What if he gets infected? That scared Naruto. He won't. The suit makes him immune to the T-virus negative effects. He and the suit will get stronger. Also, with this I can make a cure for the T-virus faster. Alcatraz, be on the lookout for more high-level infected like those lickers, alright. Only something of that high of concentration of the T-virus will help me. Also, it will help your suit get stronger the more it absorbs, but still be careful. Alright. Rebecca sighed off. Jill just sighed. That girl. Be safe, Alcatraz. She too sighed off. Naruto stood up and everyone looked, almost everyone, relieved. You alright, Alcatraz? Siko asked. He nodded. You scared us, man, we thought you were goner. Kota was happy. I mean, Alcatraz is such a badass that he wouldn't die to some low-level monsters. It would take the final boss to kill him, if this was a game, of course. Naruto looked outside. It seems that no one was alive for a good distance. His HUD showed about 100-meter radius. There were a lot of green dots but not much else. But he also noticed something else. It was getting dark. He tapped Siko on the shoulder to get her attention. Yes. What is it, Alcatraz? Naruto pointed to his right like if he had a watch. The time? I'm afraid I don't have a watch. She answered. He shook his head no and pointed to the sky outside and again to his wrist. It took a moment for Siko to get it. It's getting dark. She realized. It had been a trying day, she didn't notice. So? One of the cultists said. You don't get it, do you? When it's dark it's hard to see at night. I know you missed first grade basics and all. Saya insulted the kid. But it will be harder to see the zombies at night, making it dangerous for us tonight if we stayed out much later. Saya told him. Hey. Naruto stood up to him, making the kid back down. Look, we don't need to fight. Let's just find some place to crash for a bit. Get some rest and not worry about these things eating us. Takashi told the group. Oh. I know a place we can rest for a bit. And it's near a store and the river. Shizuka said cheerfully. You do? Where? Kota asked. My friend's apartment. I have a key and everything. We can stay there for a while and stock up on food and water while we are there. She even has a car we can use. It's more like a tank on wheels. Shizuka told them with a smile. Any place would do as long as they have a working shower. Saya said, stretching a little. I'm sold. Takizu said. Me too. Naomi followed suit. Then we go. Let's get there soon, Shizuka. Takashi told their driver. Right. Shizuka began driving to her friend's home. Meanwhile, in the back, Shido and his head follower, the blonde, were looking at Alcatraz very closely. We need to kill him, but how? He's stronger than us. The blonde one said. Stranger, yes. Smarter, no. We will outsmart him. You saw that he shut down after that small fight. We will just have to kill him after that and say he died a hero. Then I'll take that suit of his for my own and I will be godlike. Shido said. Right. I'm with you, Shido-sensei. However, they didn't know that Naruto's hearing was far greater than normal. Warning threat detected. The suit told him about the threat of Shido and his little gathering. Naruto was just biding his time. He was wondering how to kill Shido and any of his little band. He was waiting for an excuse to kill them. And thinking of the best way to do so. So far on the top of the list was to break their arms and legs and let the zombies go at them. But that seems a little unoriginal. But so far was winning. As just killing him wouldn't do. It was a little while before they made it to Shizuka's friend's apartment. Not bad. A good spot for us to rest for the night. Let us go. Siko said. The group and Shido's cult got off the bus and then they saw a few zombies coming out of the woodwork. Naruto held his hand up telling them to stop. All of them were just low-level nothings. All but one. One was hiding among the normal zombies and waiting. It was smart. Naruto just walked up to them and took them down with a knife. Then he came up to the last one. This one had eyes and saw him. However, that wasn't the scary or most alarming part about it. Its hands were in the jacket pockets that it had on. Then it lunged at him. Its figures worn away from decay, they were now sharp fingerbone claws. To him, nothing, but to normal people. Deadly. Naruto just ripped off its hands and knocked off its head. However, to be sure, he stepped on it, destroying its head. However, Naruto's suit lost power again. New T-virus strain added standby. Shido saw this opportunity to kill him. However, he was being watched like a hawk by Ray. New strain added. System reboot. Suit upgraded. Naruto got his power back. Also a new toy for his suit. That never hurt. "You alright, Alcatraz?" Seiko asked. He nodded. He took his pad from Kota and wrote something down. "It seems when I come into contact with a new strain of the T-virus, that's what Umbrella made and what it is called, my suit powers down to accept it. However, I get a new suit enhancement for it." "Oh? That's helpful. What did you get?" Seiko asked with curiosity. He wrote. "A greater range on my predator vision. It's good, trust me." She nodded. Trusting him with that. Shido in the back just grinded his teeth in anger. He had a change. But this world will offer him more. He could wait, like a snake ready to strike. The place was secured and the large group breathed in a sigh of relief the first time in a long time. While they were doing that, Naruto was taking inventory of his guns. Kota was helping him. "We are going to take a bath, Takashi, Kota, Alcatraz." Seiko said to the three men in the group close to her, a little more than just friends. Good friends would describe it best. "Oh, by the way. Alcatraz would get us some food at the store nearby. It would be greatly appreciated." Seiko asked of him. Naruto nodded. "Thank you, you are a good man." Again Naruto nodded. Naruto watched as the girls in his life left to the bathroom. He wanted to tell Yuki, Seiko and Hinata that he was alive. He really did. But he didn't know if it would ease their pain or only make it greater. He would think about that later though, he had a mission to do. New mission objective. Gather supplies at the nearby store. This suit has a sense of humor. Naruto thought to himself. Naruto emptied his bag of guns on the kitchen table. He then grabbed Kota, Takizu and Takashi. He wrote on his pad. "I'm leaving you in charge of my guns until I return. If Shido or one of his cult members ask for any of them, terminate them." He told them. Takashi was little put off by that. Kota could be happier. Oh, how he wished they would ask for one of the guns. Takizu just nodded. He didn't care either way. He would protect his girlfriend. He would listen Alcatraz if it meant that she would be safe. Naruto took a SCAR and a G36C with him with lots of clips to get to the store and back. He also took a few duffel bags to fill with as much food as possible. He grabbed his pad and wrote. "I'll be back." Kota and Takashi laughed a bit. A Terminator quote. Naruto jumped over the wall and, while using his knife, took out as many of the zombies on his way. "So Takashi, how long before he gets back?" Kota asked. Takashi thought about it. 5 minutes. He guessed. "How long before trouble finds us?" 6. Kota said. Both laughed a bit and went to work protecting the guns, while Naomi and Takizu watched TV about the end of the world. With Naruto he ran for the most part, but running faster than most people ever could takes up his suit energy. All of a sudden there was a flash when he passed by a light. He shook his head clear of the blinding flash just now and continued on. "I wonder what that was," he thought. He moved on, his HUD giving him directions to the shore that he needed to find. It was a gas and munch. It would have at least a few things in it that would be useful, unless the people cleaned it out. He opened the door and turned on his predator vision. Predator vision enabled. "That's going to get annoying fast," he thought to himself. He looked around, the place was bare. A few things of chips here and there, for the most part only the wine and a few beer bottles were around. There was blood on the ground, but there was no bodies, infected or otherwise, for at least 40 meters. With the upgrade he could see, with predator vision, up to 70 meters now. That was nice. He grabbed what was on the shelves, however Lady Luck just loves Naruto. He knew that in a panic most people wouldn't think too hard about a store like this and the inventory in the back. And he was right, he broke the lock and found the back as full as if it was restocked the day before this went down. He grabbed 2 packs of 40 bottled water with the plastic still on it. That would last a while. Then he moved on the food. This place wouldn't have real food, just snacks and junk food. But that would do for now. He grabbed all sorts of candy, chips, sweets and a godsend in a situation like this. Beef jerky. Lots of it. That'll help. He also got canned chili for them. Then he got lucky. This place had bacon. Lots of bacon. He grabbed them and some hot dogs. At least the others would have one good meal. They could have bacon, beans and dogs all in one. If he could cook. He had hoped that one of them could. He himself wondered. He hadn't eaten in over a week, yet he wasn't hungry or thirsty. I guess the suit feed his body or something like that. Most of his bags were full. He had one more that was almost empty. On his way to get some more beef jerky. He saw something. And for some reason his instincts were telling him to fill his last with that stuff. So he did. With his 4 large duffel bags full of supplies of food he moved to the small hardware supplies. He grabbed medicine, bandages and other stuff of the like. He grabbed batteries and flashlights. This place had the good kind, mag lights, not that cheap shiny plastic kind. He even grabbed some tools to use just in case and some spark plugs. Again just in case. It seemed the suit upped his thought process. He knew he was no Saya, but still he was now smart in survival. With all that gone he went to leave. However something again caught his eye. Or his visor eye. His predator vision saw a gun, still loaded with extra shots. He went over the counter and grabbed it. It was a SPAS shotgun. 8 rounds in with 22 rounds extra. Whoever this guy was, he was prepared. On his way out he grabbed some wine. Why not, you know? Naruto began running back as fast as he could. Or as long as his new suit would allow. His HUD went off at the sounds of gunfire. It pinpointed the source to where his group were. Great. They better have a hell of a reason for this. He thought. He began to run faster. Survivors detected. On his HUD Naruto saw about 7 or 8 survivors. Of course all he really saw on his HUD were blue dots. About 6 of them were inside a building and 2 of them were outside. Obviously the 6 on the inside wouldn't let the 2 on the outside in. When Naruto was in range he engaged. Killing zombie after zombie. When he got a good look at one of the 2 it was Takashi. Threat detected. His 3D mapping showed a new kind of zombie. Except in was only an outline of it. That got him wondering. However he had an idiot to save. Naruto also heard barking of some kind. Almost like a dog but not. It was weird. Naruto moved in talking out more of the lesser zombies. It seemed the invisible one, as such a thought scared the hell out of him, left. Watch out big brother. Naruto heard a little girl yell. Then Naruto heard a gunshot. He paid it little mind as he worked on the zombie horde with his scar. Back at the house. What do you mean you can't find the keys? Saya yelled at a dizzy Shizuka. Naruto worked and worked on the horde but they just kept coming. Deciding that a tactical retreat was in order he jumped over the wall. Big brother another one. The little girl yelled. Takashi turned around and pointed his gun but he saw it was Alcatraz. Oh, Alcatraz, you scared me. He jet his sentence. Naruto nodded. Is he with you big brother? The little girl asked. Yeah, he's with me. His name is Alcatraz. But he can't talk back so ask him something later. Okay. Takashi told her. Big brother Aki. She said, giving Naruto a nickname. Aki? My daddy he died. She said tearing up. Takashi looked down in sadness at the girl and her loss. He put a white bed sheet over his head and put a flower on it. Your daddy died protecting you. He was a good dad. Alice too put a flower on his makeshift grave, then cried her eyes out on Takashi's arm. The little fox near her started to rub against the little girl to comfort her. Naruto looked at the exotic pet. Never thought he'd see a fox here. The little girl hugged the fox to her. Man, my bike is trashed. And they'll break down that gate in no time. Alcatraz, I hate to ask this of you. But can you make a diversion so that me and what's your name? He asked the little girl. My name is Alice big brother. So me and Alice can escape. Again I hate to ask it of you, but Takashi trailed off. He didn't want to sound like he was going to sacrifice him or anything. Naruto nodded. Naruto then handed him his 5 bags of supplies. Wow, you got all of them. Man, they're heavy. Naruto put all 5 bags on Takashi in a way where his body carried the weight, not his arms. Naruto nodded at them and then hopped the wall once more. Then started shooting to get them away from the gate. It was working. Kota had stopped firing so the zombies would come after them right now. Naruto with his armor on, these things weren't anything to him. Even without his armor they could get past the suit's natural armor. He ran out of bullets for his scar, but seeing a Takashi and Alice and the fox were away he didn't need to use any more. However, it would take too much energy to kill them all and he could lead them back to his group. He made his choice. He moved through the horde as they could do nothing to him and made it to the door of the house of the people that killed Alice's father were hiding in. With Kota he was looking at Alcatraz through his scope. Siko with her binoculars. What is Alcatraz doing? She asked out loud. I don't know. Kota responded. But they soon go their answer. These people are expendable. He thought. Then Naruto knocked down the door to the people inside. What? What the hell are you doing? one of them yelled. Naruto walked in a bit, then the horde of zombies walked past him for the fresh meat inside the home. Oh shit. The guy that killed Alice's father got to before he was overwhelmed. Then the rest of the group was then surrounded and was now being eaten by the zombies. Naruto saw that there were nothing but adults in this group. If a child was in here he would have saved him or her. But these people were in this world to survive at any cost, even killing a man and his daughter. People like this are dangerous and those must be terminated. Holy shit. Kota yelled in shock. Alcatraz just killed a group of people allowing the zombies to eat them. Seiko was sickened by his actions. Nothing could defend such an action. Naruto walked out of the house, hearing the screams of the people he had got killed. But he felt nothing. No shame or pain. As far as he was concerned he was going to sleep like a baby tonight. Naruto reached for his belt, grabbed a special grenade, popped the top, pressed the button and tossed it over his shoulder into the living room of the people, who were still screaming. He just walked away. Soon everyone in his group saw a blue light come the door and the screams stopped. Inside there was nothing left of the people Naruto had gotten killed or of the zombies, save for their charred bones. Naruto walked to his group and where they were staying. When he walked in the room he saw his group and they were glaring at him. He reached for his notepad and wrote. What? You know what, Alcatraz? You killed those people. Seiko could forgive a lot. But murder was not one of them. So? What do you mean so? You got innocent people killed. Takashi yelled. What I did to them was no different than what they did to Alice. They killed her father and left her to die at the hands of those monsters. All I did was terminate people who are a threat to others' survival. People like that must be terminated. So if we just left others to die you'd kill us too? Seiko asked. No. None of you would do that. Takashi's actions along with the rest of you showed that you would help if you can. Those people could have helped. All they had to do was open the door and saved a man and his daughter. They didn't, they killed Alice's father and she was defenseless. I would kill 100 more people like that if it meant all of you would survive. Naruto defended his actions. On top of that I most likely killed about 50 or so zombies just now. That ups all survivors' survival rate. Seiko's rage at this man dulled a little. Murder was murder. But what he did was execute. A slight difference. Let's just put it out of our minds. It is best that way. Will you still protect us? Seiko asked. It seemed she was the leader of the group. Alcatraz would be if he could talk. Of my life and everything I have. Seiko nodded. There was nothing she could have said to make him feel guilt over killing those people. But then again, they did ask for it. It was then that Naruto noticed the attire of all of the girls or lack thereof. Warning, elevated temperature detected. Naruto felt a little lightheaded. He felt his nose bleeding. Damn it, the least this suit can do is stop the bleeding. I'll die of blood lose if not these damn zombies. Oh, I found the keys. They were in between my boobs the whole time. Shizuka said, showing the keys that were in her breasts. You ditzy klutz. Saya yelled as she hit Shizuka over the head with a mallet. What? Shizuka whined. Naruto didn't want to deal with this, so he got the bottle of wine he had in the bag and handed it to Shizuka. Oh wow. Virgin cherry wine. My favorite. Thank you, Alcatraz. She said, hugging the young man. Her massive breasts pressing up against his hard chest. Warning, elevated temperature detected. I suppose there are worse ways to go. Naruto thought. He managed to get away from the ditzy nurse, who was now enjoying some of the wine, leaving some for the others and her friend if she ever sees her again, and noticed that the safe was opened. Hey Alcatraz, we got the safe open, we got a few more guns and bullets. I know you're low, so you should stock. Holy shit, the guns are gone. Naruto notices this instantly. All of the guns he had in the bag were gone. There was only one person would do it. Shido. Naruto was fearful for his friends. He saw one of the cult members, Yamada. But he looked a little frightened. Naruto rushed him. Grabbed him by the throat and took him to the others. You. Kota yelled. Knowing him to be a Shido follower. Where are the others of your little cult? Kota yelled. Answer, or Alcatraz will kill you. Seiko was also worried about the missing guns. They left not a moment ago, with the guns. They went downstairs, that all I know. I swear. Yamada managed to rasp out. Predator vision enabled. Naruto looked around, he saw them all, 6 of them in the room next to them below. By the looks of it, they were having sex. Figures. Naruto let go of Yamada and he took in sweat air. He told Kota, Takashi, and the rest to follow him, just not in words. As they did, they grabbed what guns they had on them. Naruto led with his spas. He got to the door and kicked it down. Kota and Takashi were on his left and right. What they saw sickened them. The 2 girls were in between 2 guys each. One had their on their mouths while the other had it in their ass. By the looks of the girls, this was unwanted. The tears in their eyes was the only evidence they needed. All of the guys looked at Naruto in fear. Shido wondered why his bitch wasn't moving anymore. He had a book over his eyes and was sitting in a chair. Lazy bastard. The girls looked on in relief, they hoped that Alcatraz would save them from being violated any more than they already have. Naruto's anger and rage was building. So was the others. Naruto didn't waste any more time thinking. He moved to the first boy and used the butt end of his spas and hit him over his head. Then did the same for the other boy on Tenryuchi. He then moved on the blonde one and backhanded him, knocking him away like he did to the other two. He then moved to Shido. The fear in his eyes was something that Rei and Kota would not soon forget. Naomi and Hinata were with Alice, they didn't need to see this. Naruto then hit him in the chest with his spas, knocking him back. When the girls were free of their tormentors, Naruto dropped his shotgun and grabbed them by the shirts and dragged them to the door. When they got there they rushed out, only to vomit sperm of the boys that raped them. Naruto looked sickened. He should have killed Shido when he had the chance, now these girls will live with the fact they've been raped. Naruto pointed at Shizuka Toshimi, Miss Yuzu and Kyoko pointed at Kawamoto and Tenryuchi, then pointed to their apartment. The girls figured what he wanted them to do. They rushed the girls to the bathroom to clean them up and to comfort them. Naruto looked back at the rapist, one was going for the guns, which they left near the door. Naruto just smashed his hand with his boot, crushing every bone in his hand. Then backhanded him. He pointed to Saya, Takashi and Siko, then to the guns and then to their apartment. The three nodded, there would be no arguing with Alcatraz right now. He then forced Kota and Rei in the room with him. He closed the door slowly, ever so creepy like. He pointed at the door and shook his head no. They figured he meant no one leaves. He then turned around to the frightened boys and Shido, using each of them as a human shield. Naruto had waited for this for years. Both Kota and Rei always waited for this for years. Shido was fucked. And distrust and dead. The sun couldn't rise fast enough in Naruto's opinion. This would be the last sunrise Shido or his little band would ever see. When the sun peeked over some buildings he knew it was time. He had kept watch all night. No news zombies or humans all night. He also made sure that Shido or his little band didn't off themselves before their execution. He made his way to the dining room where the groups were eating pancakes with eggs, bacon and sausage. Although Siko was a little apprehensive about the execution that was to take place soon, she didn't fight it. Rape was unforgivable. Warning, elevated temperature detected. Naruto hated Siko right now. She seems to be teasing him right now. She was still in her apron and thong. That sexy minx. Damn that man. Damn him to hell. Not you, Alcatraz. He meant Shido's all-important daddy. Kota and Rei were unnaturally quiet right now. Both really excited. Now Rei was really happy for not leaving. If Alcatraz keeps his word, Shido would die today. After breakfast the group assembled around Naruto. His 4 prisoners nearby. Naruto started. We are gathered here today to celebrate the untimely passing of Shido and his Shidoist cult. Naruto joked and Rei and Kota laughed a bit. But being serious, they will be executed. But they will still serve a purpose in their death. Hinata, Takashi, Rei and Takizu stepped forward. Naruto asked them. The 4 did. I'll make this simple. Shido and his 3 fellow rapists will be used as living targets. The group gasped. I need you to take a life not tainted by the T-virus. Umbrella has soldiers in Japan and they will kill you if they can. I need to break you out of being afraid of killing a living human being. Although Shido can't be called human. But do use them, even a guy like Shido, for target practice. Isn't it a little cruel? Takashi asked. No. Rei, Kota, Tenryuchi and Kawamoto all said at the same time. Hey. You can't kill us. We have rights. One of the cult members yelled. Naruto walked up to him and smacked him hard over his head. Rei smirked. I'm sure that if Alcatraz could speak he'd say that you are all found guilty and are sentenced to death. Isn't that right, Alcatraz? Naruto nodded. I will take them to the roof across from the patio, pick your targets. I'm sure Rei you want Shido, I'll save him for last. Pick the weapons that feel right in your hands, for that will be the gun you use the most in this new world. Don't worry about zombies hearing us. My radar sees for about 200 meters now and there is not one within 200 meters of this house. Kota, get them set up. We leave as soon as we're done. Hinata, I want you to go first, Takashi you second, then Takizu third and Rei last. Alright. The 4 nodded. He nodded back. No please my students, don't let this monster kill me. Shido begged. But all he got was smirked from Rei and Kota. I envy you, Rei. You get to kill Shido. I'll forever envy you for this. Kota said with a gleam in his eye. You shouldn't be happy or excited about taking a life. Siko said. And why should we be excited about killing Shido? I don't know Rei's reasons for hating him, but I have my own. That asswhip allowed his so-called A-class students pick on me, saying that I deserved it. He deserves to die. Kota yelled in his defiance. Big sis. What's an asswhip? Alice asked Saya. Bulardo, watch your mouth. She yelled. Sorry. Alice, don't say that word again. Alright. Okay. Siko looked at Ray. What? Why do you hate Shido so much? She asked Ray. Long story. I'll make it short. My dad was investigating Shido's father Ichiro Shido, the politician, for corruption at the highest level. She then held her Alaska that Kota handed her tightly. When he knew of it, Ichiro told his son Shido to hold me back a year as punishment for my father trying to expose him. She started to cry. I see. I'm sorry. Siko felt some sympathy for her. That's not why I hate him. Ray yelled. Everyone was shocked. They looked at her wondering why then. About a week ago I heard my father crying in his study. He was with mom. My father said he was opening a new case against Ichiro Shido. He said he needed to investigate his involvement with the murder of the Namikaze family. Ray wanted to cry. Everyone was shocked. What? Yuuki yelled, beating Siko to it. My father said that there was evidences of a possible connection to Ichiro Shido and the death of Naruto and his family. That is when I truly started to hate Shido like I do now. My father told my mother that Naruto's father was also investigating Ichiro, but with more success. Shido's father had Naruto and his family killed and me held back to punish my father, all to keep his power. That's why I hate Shido and his father. That is why if I ever get a clear shot at Shido's father and I can take it, I'm taking it. For Naruto so he can rest in peace. Yuuki, Hinata and Siko were holding back tears of pain. Siko no longer felt bad for the death of Shido or the soon-to-be death. And Hinata, she no longer felt any guilt killing any of them. Ray. Yes, Hinata. When you're shooting at Shido, I might need some more practice. She said to her friend. Ray smiled. Sure. The group almost felt sorry for Shido. Almost. Naruto made it to the roof of the home across from them. He waved them ready. Alright, you're trying to hit the head like if they were zombies. But I'll try to get kill shots like if they are these umbrella soldier guys Alcatraz was talking about. Kill shots are the head and the heart, those are the basic kill shots. Hinata, you're up. Kota gave them a small overview. Okay, I'm ready. Hinata grabbed the one gun that felt right in her hands. It was a CM901. One of the more controlled types of guns. Less recoil if used in semi-auto. It also had a red dot on it. Okay, this is a CM901 assault rifle. Standard really, however you have a red dot sight. That helps a lot. Hold the gun tightly but not too tight. Only you can judge how tight is too tight. The red dot is where the bullet will end up. The recoil will affect where the bullet ends up as well. Be sure to breath. Take your time now, but later you will be in a crunch. Good luck. Aim for the head. He repeated but he gave some good advice. Hinata did as she was told. She aimed for the head of one boy, she didn't know his name but would be pointless. She then fired. Hinata cringed, she missed the head. She hit his right shoulder first. She calmed down, took another breath, then fired. This one hit his neck, a little to the side from the middle. That's a kill if on a person. Now try to get the head. Kota said looking with the binoculars. She took another breath, then fired. Getting a headshot. Headshot. Nice work, Hinata. Kota said smiling. She smiled back, but on the inside she was trembling, she just killed another living human being. She saw his pain, heard his screams. That would stay with her for a while. If only Naruto were here, he'd comfort her. Takashi was next up. He got the blonde one. Takashi was using a MK14. Alright Takashi, this is an MK14, semi-auto, very useful. This is called an ACOG sight, almost like a scoop but with lesser range to it, but more than a red dot. So this is more of a back row weapon. Its kick is not as bad as most, but will throw you off if you don't hold it tight enough. Kota told his buddy. Takashi nodded, he took a few breaths as Alcatraz got ready with his target, Alcatraz gave the okay, and he fired. Nice shot. Kota commented. Takashi managed to hit just below the neck. Just adjust a little higher. Takashi fired again, hitting his neck. A little higher. Takashi was putting the screaming out of his mind. He fired again, the bullet went up the blonde one's nose and through his head. Headshot, that's a kill on a zombie. Good work. Takizu, you're next. Takizu took 4 shots to get a headshot using an M4A1, but still got 2 kill shots before the headshot. Next up was Shido for target practice. Oh how Ray had been waiting for this moment. She was using her Alaska, Kota had fixed it with a bayonet at the end, so she would be used to it while firing. Hinata joined in, she lost all sense of guilt, should she kill another human being, Ray's knowledge about Naruto's death helped with that. Okay girls just. Both of them fired. Shido cried out as both of his kneecaps were shot out. Naruto shut him up with the butt end of his shotgun. Please, I'm sorry, you can't kill me. If you do then you are worse than me. Shido tried to talk his way out of this. But that won't happen, not this time. Girls, that was a horrible miss. Kota said. Takashi just tapped him on the shoulder. It looked like a hit to me. He said. They fired again, this time hitting his tiny ball sack, both of them managed to hit it. Such a small target. Please just kill me and get it over with. Shido begged and pleaded. He would have a better chance of winning a starring contest with a brick wall. Girls. Kota wounded what they were doing, they weren't bad shots, those shots would have been hard to do normally. Dude, just let it go. Takizu said to him. Hinata and Ray fired, Ray's Alaska was iron sights, this time, a head shot, the northern head. Shido had finally died. Hinata and Ray felt nothing when they killed him. Not shame or regret, not guilt or anything. No, nothing was the wrong word for this, what they felt was relief. Relief and a sense of justice. Justice for Naruto. Rest easy now, Naruto. I will avenge you. Both Ray and Hinata thought at the same time. After the four died, the others of the group used them as target practice, managing to get headshots in 3 or 4 shots. It was not as tough seeing as they were already dead. After everyone had shot up the 4, Naruto went to work with his statement. He put bed sheets around their neck, then hung them over the side of the building. They had a large note around their neck in big bold black letters. The message was. This is what happens to rapists. He put rapists on Shido. With them hung and shot up, he hoped that others would get it. That even in this new world some things will not be tolerated. Naruto ran off the roof using armor mode. He broke his fall, he managed to land inside the gated area. He looked at Siko, despite the helmet she knew what he was telling her. We should go now. Alcatraz is right, many would hear the sound and they will be here soon. Siko said to the group. She's right. Let's pack up everything we can and get it in the Hummer and the bus. Takashi said, agreeing with Siko. The large group got to packing up their supplies and ready to load up their vehicles. Threat detected. Naruto looked up over some buildings. Hey, you guys hear that? Kota asked. Yeah, it sounds like. Miss Yuzu said, listening. Helicopter. Toshimi yelled, pointing at a large Black Hawk-like helicopter with a 50 cal gun mounted on its side. Hey. The group yelled at them, trying to get their attention. Naruto's HUD alerted him to the fact that that was an umbrella chopper. He grabbed his scar with a cog and aimed it at the gunner. Target spotted. Engage. The pilot said. Naruto fired first, scaring the group. He hit the head of the gunner. He then dropped his scar for the bag, then grabbed a rocket launcher. He aimed and fired, hitting the cockpit and blowing up the chopper. What the hell? Saya yelled. However, the chopper landed on the bus, destroying it. Intercepting enemy transmission. Anzo Shimura, Japan's field commander. It seems one of our choppers was shot down, no survivors, they have found our target however. Units 5 and Units 8 to 10 move in on Sector 12 of the Alpha section of Japan. Find Alcatraz and kill him. Bring back the suit as intact as possible. Whisker wants it. Get moving. Also, I want an ADA time from our units at the hospital. How long before Project Omega is ready? Threat detected. Naruto motioned the group to move faster as he got in the driver's seat. Look, Saya asked him later, he shot that down for a reason. I trust him, as you should too. Takashi yelled, putting the last of the stuff in the back seat. It's going to be a tight fit. Kyoko said. Then sit in each other's lap if you have to. Saya yelled, forcing them into the Hummer. Many had to sit on each other's laps, they were. Hinata on Siko's lap. Naomi on Takizu's lap. Kawamoto and Taneuchi's lap. Ray on Takashi's lap, that girl was blushing mad. Kota was alone on that one. As little Alice was in the passenger seat. Hashimi was on Miss Yuzu's lap. Kyoko was on Shizuka's lap, blushing that the nurse's larger breasts were forced on her back. Then finally Saya was on Yuki's lap. She too was blushing, in fact everyone was blushing, save for Alice that didn't mind being in the front seat, and Kota who cried at how utterly unfair life was. The drive was quiet for a while, no one talked. They made a quiet stop for cloths before they passed the river and all the way up the embankment. The girls changed into their new attire, giving Kota a nosebleed and making Takashi blush. Hinata was wearing something similar to Siko, just slightly more modest. Hashimi and Miss Yuzu had on something similar to Saya, but they were in a hot pink color. Yuki had on what Ray had. Naomi had on standard jeans and a plain black shirt, same as Takizu. Kyoko had on a business dress made for a little more movement than normal. Kawamoto and Taneuchi had on some sweatpants with a jacket that covered a lot. They were the most modest ones of them all, save for Kyoko. So, boys, like what you see. Yuki said boldly, it seemed that she was getting over Naruto's death. They gave a thumbs up, it was all they could do. Alcatraz, it's Jill, look, I need you to check on something. It's important. She stopped for a bit. Look, some of our BSAA members reported in before they died. They said that Umbrella had set up shop at the hospital and were doing some things, experimenting. Look, I got your helmet feet. I know you're helping a bunch of kids, and I respect that. But this is important. I know you won't just up and leave them, so get them somewhere safe for a few days and check this out. I'm sending you the location, check it out as soon as possible. New mission objective. Get to the hospital, find out what Umbrella is doing. Naruto nodded. That was look down at the little fox that seemed to have adopted Alice. They had called him Caillou, short for Kyuubi. As his name tag had 9 tails on it, it seemed right. Caillou was rubbing on Naruto's leg right now. He was a smart little guy who seemed to like Slim Jim beef jerky sticks. Caillou had also taken a liking to Naruto for whatever reason. We need a place to go now. Where to? Siko asked. Hey Saya, isn't you home nearby? I mean your parents would have fortified it by now. Hinata asked Saya. Hey, that's right. We could go there next. Takashi said. You're right, we are nearby. Saya said with a little less happiness than normal. Both Naruto and Saya caught on. Naruto showed his pad. Then we should get there as soon as possible. Saya read that and frowned. Why do you care? Why shouldn't I? Saya wanted to get mad on him. Have I told you how annoying it is that you can't speak? Yes. Well, it's annoying. She huffed. Well, shouldn't we go to Saya's home? We can finally rest without worry, right? Shizuka asked. I agree, we need a place where the dead aren't at our doorstep ready to eat us. Kyoko told the group. Being one of the eldest makes for good advisor, not that she's old or anything. Then it's decided, we go to Saya's home. Let's go. Siko and the rest went inside. The only ones who didn't were Naruto, Rei and Takashi. Hey Takashi, haven't you noticed? Takashi looked at her with a little confusion. We haven't seen any zombies since yesterday. Naruto looked at her, she was right after all. However, his HUD radar showed that they are getting closer to a large group of zombies. He warned Siko and the rest of the group trouble was ahead. After some time. Turn left, go left. The group was barreling down the road. There were so many zombies it was almost too many. Naruto had held fire as it would do more harm than good. The closer we get to Saya's place the more of them they are. Rei yelled. There must be a reason. Naruto knew there was. There were many red dots on his long-range radar. But after a point the red dot stopped. Danger, danger. Naruto's visor highlighted some wires in the road. He pointed ahead hoping they would see it. Shizuka, stop. Rei yelled again. Huh? There are wires across the road. Siko warned. Shizuka slammed on the brakes. A few zombies got between the wires and the Hummer, not a good place to be. Stop. Stop, why won't it stop? Shizuka asked in a panic. Naruto looked around. His HUD counted about 30 zombies within 30 meters of him and his group. Not good odds as those numbers were increasing. Sensei, look out in front. Takashi yelled. I'm not supposed to be this kind of character. She yelled, stomping on the brakes. The Hummer leaped forward a little, sending Rei flying. Time seemed to slow down for Takashi and Naruto as they watched her fall. He back-slammed into the head of the car and then the ground. Her wails of pain didn't go unnoticed by the zombies. Naruto got off the roof and fired his car. Getting headshots each one. However, the numbers of the dead increases to 50 within 30 meters. Not good. But he wasn't alone in this fight. Takashi, Siko and Kota joined in, with Takizu and Hinata backing them up. Get out of here, I can hold them off. Why don't they leave, they have a chance. Naruto thought desperately. His inability to talk make this hard. He then saw Saya join the fray. Damn it. Her father would kill me if she gets hurt. Then his HUD told him of a weapon the suit had. Made just for something like this pinch they were in. He made a way into the crowd of zombies. Knocking any down in his path. Alcatraz, where the hell are you going? Takashi yelled. Don't leave us here to die. Saya yelled at him. I hope they get it. He activated his new weapon. A siren mine. The loud noise was loud and sharp as any gun, so the others stopped firing, which gave the zombies all the incentive to go after this new sound. Naruto made his way back to the car. He opened the door and forced everyone back inside. With Rei he had to be a little more careful. Alcatraz, what is that? Naruto closed the door for their sake. He turned back around, then when many of the zombies were near the mine, it went off. Killing the rest of the zombies in the area. However, more would come, so that only bought them time. He opened the side doors and the back door. Hey. Over here. Everyone heard someone say they looked on the other side of the wired fence. They're a group of people in firefighter gear. Get over her quickly. Not arguing about that, the large group got each other and their supplies out of their car and got past the wired fence. Naruto was the last over. Thank you. Siko bowed to the leader of the group. We were in a tight spot. It's alright, I was happy to help my daughter and her friends. The woman took off her helmet, showing that she was indeed the mother of Saya. "Mama!" Saya yelled as she ran to hug her mother. Naruto smiled at the warm moment. He hadn't seen Saya's mother in months. Not since his father started to investigate Saya's father. Threat detected. Damn it. Naruto looked to where the threat was. There was no way a walker would be a threat at all to him. Then he saw it. Yet another licker on a rooftop. Naruto wasted no time firing at it. Everyone looked at what he was firing at and it scared them. "What the hell is that?" Someone yelled. "Trouble. Let Alcatraz handle it." Takashi yelled, he was more worried about Rei and her back right now. The licker jumped at Naruto as he still fired at it. Naruto holstered his gun, he wouldn't need it. When it was close enough Naruto grabbed it by its neck. It was squealing as it was held up, then Naruto snapped its neck. Naruto just tossed it aside and looked back at the large group. His group didn't show any surprise or fear. Many of these new people did. "Mama, let's go home." "How is he?" Saya's mother asked her daughter. "His name is Alcatraz, beyond that is a story for another place." Saya answered. When the car was secured back at Saya's home Naruto knew they were safe. At least for now. He handed his pad to Siko. "I need to go to the hospital." Siko read it and raised an eyebrow. "Are you injured?" she asked. Naruto shook his head no and took back his pad. "No, Umbrella is there and I need to investigate. Jill told me to." Naruto added the last part, hoping that they wouldn't put up too much resistance. "But Alcatraz, what could Umbrella be doing there that you need to investigate?" Kota asked. Naruto shrugged. "Let him go. He wouldn't go unless it was important enough to warrant his attention, and he only told us because if he left without telling us we'd worry about him." Takashi, for once, said something full of wisdom. Many looked at Alcatraz. "How long will you be gone?" Saya asked. "A day, maybe two, pending on how long it takes to find out what's there. Will you share your knowledge with us at what's going on there? My husband would also like to know." Saya's mother asked of this stranger. Naruto nodded, he wasn't going to keep anything from his friends, aside from what he has already. "Alright, but be careful." Siko told him. Naruto nodded, taking some more ammo that he needed he soon left. When he was out of sight from the rest of the larger group he knew it would be safe to cloak. He made it to the hospital around midnight. Predator vision enabled. He looked around the hospital. 23 hostels, 3 civies. 6 were at the front gate, 2 were on the roof and 15 inside. However his predator vision saw that the hospital had 3 basement floors. The first 2 floors down were normal, nothing and no one there, however the third basement had 5 unarmed people, mostly scientists. But he also saw 2 giant green-colored monsters. So, monster makers huh? They give Hollywood a bad name. Naruto cloaked and moved in around the guards on the outside. However there were still 15 on the inside of the hospital and 3 alive civies, as much as he would love to save them right now they seemed safe enough for now, Umbrella hadn't found them yet and the only infected were underground. Naruto made his way to the elevator in the second basement, it was the only way to get to the third basement. However there were 7 Umbrella guards between him and the second basement, all of them were on this first floor, it would be best to either avoid them all or kill them all. He went to work. Cloak engaged. Naruto cloaked as one of the guards came near him. When the guard passed him Naruto shoved his knife in his throat. He died quietly, no one ever knew. Naruto moved his body out of sight to buy himself more time. Predator vision enabled. Naruto saw he was in luck, 2 guards at this moment had decided to take a bathroom break. He moved to the bathroom, one was taking a piss, the other a dump. Naruto opened the door, the gut taking a piss didn't bother to look who it was, big mistake. Naruto snapped his neck. "Hey you there? You alright?" the other guy asked. Naruto using his predator vision has aimed his silence G36E. He then got a headshot, killing his third guard. Naruto moved on, he found the fourth guard moving about with a fifth nearby ahead of him. Naruto decloaked because he was out of energy as well as turned off his predator vision. He moved behind the fourth guard and stabbed him in the neck, killing him. The guard near him never heard it. He slowly moved near him and killed him the same way. Predator vision enabled. Naruto saw the last 2 guards, but they were together near the elevator to the basements. This would be easy. He made his way to just around the corner of them, then cloaked. Cloak engaged. "I need to find the mute button for cloak and armor. I know I'm cloaked, damn annoying suit voice." Naruto ranted in his head. Naruto took his time and moved up slowly, he managed to maneuver the ground so he didn't step on any glass or anything else that would cause sound. He got to the side of one of the guards, lined up his shot and killed them both with 1 bullet. He was using his silencer if you forgot. Okay, 7 guards dead, it'll be a little while before they find out that their inside team is dead. I have 2 minutes at best. Naruto thought to himself. He forced open the elevator door and hopped down the shaft. He landed at basement 2 and then forced those doors open. Predator vision enabled. He used his predator vision to see if anyone heard it. No one did, their helmets didn't help that matter. No one and nothing of note was here except for the secret door to the third basement. He made it to the door and went down the stairs. This however will be more challenging. There were 5 unarmed people in this room. What happened to Project Delta 3? Asked one of the scientist. I don't know, sir. It went missing early yesterday. We can't find it. Another said. Missing? It broke out, it didn't go missing. Sir, I told you that Delta 3's cage wasn't up to standard with what I recommended. It's no wonder it broke out. I told you we had no more money for that. Damn CEOs are cheapskates. Don't pony up extra cash for nothing. The head scientist said. Just get to work with the other 2, they'll have to do. But, what about Delta 3? It'll cause havoc on the general populace. Not our problem anymore. With any luck it'll either be killed or captured. Get back to work. Terminate the umbrella scientists. Find information about their test subjects. Destroy the facility. Naruto cloaked. Cloak engaged. He really wanted to hurt that voice. Naruto walked up to the first one and killed him without trouble. Everyone heard the sound of a neck breaking and looked at the source. Naruto didn't bother to cloak again, he aimed for them with his scar and killed them all. It wasn't hard, they had no armor and they were close enough for all kill shots. Naruto moved to their computer. Their files were still open and had no passwords to protect them. Naruto just in a dice and clicked download all, it seemed simple enough. Naruto then moved on to the 2 monsters. The first one looked like a mutated armadillo. However, its shell looked far stronger than it should be. Naruto got close it and it attacked him with its unnatural tongue. That's new. Is it a cross with those lickers? Naruto moved on to the second one. It looked like a cross between a scorpion and, as best as Naruto could tell, a seahorse. This thing looked like it could go underwater and be on land. An amphibious monster. Great. Let's make every part of the world unsafe, damn dumbass jackasses. Naruto thought to himself. Naruto raised his gun to the armadillo first. The thing had armor and it would be tough to break through it. Naruto put 3 rounds in its head close range. That killed it. Naruto then moved on to the scorpion. It seemed to look at him. Naruto just raised his gun and emptied the clip. It had only about 6 or 7 rounds left in it anyway. Integrating new T-virus strain standby. I hate this part. Naruto thought to himself. Integration complete, suit upgraded. That was fast. Armor mode now requires 50% less energy over time. Sweet. I like the voice now. It must have been from the armadillo thing. Naruto saw the screen said download complete had been flashing. Naruto went to the CD drive and took out the disc. I hope Jill and Rebecca can find all of Umbrella's dirty little secrets now. Naruto left the lab, he still needed to get those people out of the hospital and to Saya's place where they would be safe. On top of that, it's a good chance that they are hospital staff. They could be of great help in this new world. Once it's fixed, of course. Naruto made his way back up to the first floor. Predator vision enabled. Naruto saw that they have yet to be found. That was good. However, on the 3rd floor, there were the rest of the umbrella units that were on the inside to face with. He made his way to the 2nd level. Terminate all umbrella units to make a safe passage for the survivors. No argument here. Naruto found his first pair to take out. They were having a smoke break near oxygen tanks. I guess Umbrella hire anyone these days. Hey. What the hell are you doing? Naruto saw a 3rd guy approach them. You're smoking near oxygen tanks, Genesis, you'll blow us all up like that. He yelled at them. It's not like they're all the way full. So if we do light them up, only the 3 of us will go bomb, you know. Good to know. Naruto aimed at the tank and fired a few shots. Boom. What was that? Naruto heard a few people yell. Cloak engaged. Naruto got away from the area. He managed to kill 3 more of them. Damn, what happened here? One guard asked. What's going on in there? Are we under attack? Someone from the outside came and asked. No, just some morons that were smoking blow up a tank. Well, more money for us. One said. Right, back to your posts then. By the way, we're all of Bravo squad. I didn't find any downstairs, are they up here? No. Why you ask? They should be downstairs. The umbrella guard started to think with their brains. Erg. Huh? Naruto then shot the 2nd guy in the head. Then grabbed the 3rd by the head and gave it a 180 twist. 3 more down. I have a few minutes before they know something's wrong. If they don't know about it already. Naruto then cleared out the last few guys at the 2nd floor and the few on the 3rd. Naruto slowly approached the 3 civvies in the storage room. It had been cleared out for one reason or another. He slowly opened the door, he had his predator vision off, so he didn't see a metal cane. The cane was bent a little from the impact, but other than that, it gave Naruto a slight headache. Oh, I'm feeling that one in the morning. Huh? You're not those umbrella goons. Naruto shook his head no. Then who are you? He pointed at his mouth and shook his head no. Can you talk? Again he shook his head no. Look, who cares? Hey, can you get us out of here? We need to leave, we haven't eaten anything in 3 days, and those guys killed off most of the staff that survived the infection. Another one asked. By the looks of it, she was a nurse, she still had on her nurse's outfit. The first one looked like a desk receptionist. Is it safe to come out? Naruto heard the third one ask. Yeah, Karen, come on out. Some guy saved us. Naruto thought about that name. Karen sounded so familiar for some reason. He couldn't for the life of him think of why. Alright, you're right. But quickly, I'm Taiya and this is Carrie. Taiya looked like the nurse while looked like a receptionist. Karen, however, looked like a doctor. All of those names sound familiar. Why is that? Again, for the life of him he couldn't think of why. You can't talk, right? Karen asked him. He nodded. Here, you can use my notepad. If it'll help. Karen handed him a notepad. My name is Alcatraz, I will help you get somewhere safe, until then stay behind me. Are there any more hospital vehicles for us to us? I read what he wrote. Yes. There is one ambulance left. It was going to be used as a supply transport before this outbreak accrued. It has a lot of medical supplies that will be useful now. The keys are in the lockbox near it at the garage. If we can get there we can ride out of here. There are still umbrella operatives in the area. I'll handle them while you get the ambulance ready. Alright. Right. Good luck, Alcatraz. Taiya said to him. Naruto nodded and left the 3 women. He needed to finish off the 2 at the top and take out the last of the group outside. They would hold their escape back and the 2 at top could ruin it for them. It wasn't hard to deal with the ones on the roof, one was pissing in the wind, so he killed the other one and snapped the neck of the moron. They were done. The last 5, however, would prove to be difficult. He couldn't kill one without the others knowing. So he had some fun with the hospital power generator before he worked on them. At first he just thought that he'd kill them all simply. But that idea was scratched when he saw the 50 cal on one of the trucks. So he did the next best thing. He placed a few C4 charged under the 2 trucks and walked away. Well cloaked, of course. He used his predator vision to find the 3 hospital staff he found. Hey Alcatraz. Is it safe to go? Naruto held up one finger and showed them a detonator. Oh, my kind of guy. Carrie smiled. Naruto handed her his pad he got from Karen. I'll drive. Hold on tight and pray. Is this that part where we bend over and kiss our butts goodbye? Taiya asked. You would know all about bending over, wouldn't you? Carrie asked. Hey. I swear I've met them before. Naruto held up one finger. They all nodded. Then 2, then 3 and he pressed the button. Boom. Boom. 2 loud explosions, then Naruto punched the gas. He rammed through the door past the dying umbrella guards. Taiya gave them the finger as they were leaving. Naruto just laughed. Or as much as one as he could do. The sun rose into the sky, it was around noon when they managed to make to the border of the manor where Saya lived. They had to make a lot of detour because of the police blockade that destroyed the bridge. The people watching the outside perimeter let them in because of their doctor background. He had pulled up to the gate where the man manning the gate allowed them in. The prospect of gained doctors in this time was too important to ignore. Naruto stepped out of the ambulance when he parked it in the courtyard. The execution done by the Don had just happened. Alcatraz. Naruto looked at the voice that called to him. He had learned to respond to that name over time. It was his group, well, Seiko right now. I'm glad you made it back. Oh, who are you? Seiko asked them. I am Seiko. Parent Uzumaki. AI Uzumaki. Perry Uzumaki. Uzumaki. What are you, 3 sisters or something? Kota asked. Yes. They all said at once. Shit. Now I know what they are, familiar. They're Uncle Nagato's and Aunt Conan's kids. Fuck, how did I forget that? Hey, do you where our dumbass cousin is? His name is Naruto Namikaze. We are worried about him. Karen asked, she was the shyest after all. Although. I'm sorry, he died over a week ago. In a fire. Yuki told them, saddened by her lost boyfriend. What? Taiya's outburst was her reaction. Sure, he might have died, but. How? But Naruto, Karen began to break down. They were only born days apart and felt like brother and sister. He died in a fire. We now know it was the politician Shido's doing, or at least we have some suspicion for it. Saya said to the grieving sisters. Shido. Damn it. He and his son are always getting in our way. I should have known that they'd try and take out Uncle Minato. Taiya sounded pissed. If it makes you feel any better, Taiya. We killed his son. He's hanging off the side of a building and is rotting in hell right now. Hinata stepped forward wearing a black and orange kimono. Hinata? Hinata, is that you? Karen looked at Hinata in disbelief. The 3 red-headed sister ran and hugged their good friend and now Naruto's ex. We thought you were dead. Carrie yelled out in happiness. I'm not. Thanks to Alcatraz. Hinata said to the sisters looking at Naruto. Yeah, he saved our asses more times than there are hours in the day since this started. Kota yelled. He even helped us better ourselves in order to survive this. Takashi told them. Yeah, we owe our lives to him too. Taiya said to them. Naruto being off to the side. I'm still alive, you know. Damn suit won't let me talk. He found us in the hospital where we were hiding. He killed those thugs that took over the place and got us out with this ambulance full of medical supplies. Karen told them. Medical supplies? Oh goody, we're running low ourselves. Shizuka bounced up and down. All males, even Naruto, watched her bounce up and down, up and down. Daughter. Saya looked behind her to see her father, the Don of the prefecture's ultranationalist origination. Saya's father. Papa. Saya hugged the man. Although he wasn't one for a great show of affection out in the open. He was happy to see his daughter safe and sound. However, that was not what it is attention right now. What it is attention right now was mysterious man in the suit not 5 feet from his daughter and her friends. Saya, who is this man? He asked with a not so hidden hint of suspicion. His name is Alcatraz. He's been helping us since this whole thing began. She said. Don't bother asking him anything, he can't talk. All he can do is writing down what he is going to say. Saya said annoyingly at Alcatraz. The Don kept his eye on Naruto. I know that look. He gave me that look when we first meet way back then. Naruto mused to himself. The Don looked at Alcatraz. He motioned his head for his men to move in on the man. Naruto was now surrounded by 12 men armed with Uzis. Papa. What are you doing? I've been getting reports from some of my trusted contacts that a man wearing a suit, an abnormal suit, has been mutating the infected, turning them in monstrous creatures. I have reason to believe that this is that man. He said. You can't, he's been with us the whole time this has gone down. He's been saving us and killing thus mutated freaks. Kota yelled. The Don looked at him and he cowards. Most would. Sir, they are right. It is not him that is doing it. He has told us that it is Umbrella's doing. And we all believe him. Siko tried to reason with him. Doubtful, this man matches the description from the reports I've been getting. Take him into custody. He yelled to his men. Naruto's HUD came alive. It changed the color of the Don and all of his men to red. Threat detected. End. Change in dead. Naruto's HUD came alive. It changed the color of the Don and all of his men to red. Threat detected. I'm not sticking around for this. Naruto thought to himself. One man reached for Naruto, only to get kicked away. Fire, fire. No wait. The Don yelled. Maximum armor. Naruto stood there, like a badass, while he was being shot. The bullets bouncing off him no matter where they fired from or at. Hold your fire. Hold your fire. The Don yelled. Everyone else was scared at what was going on not 20 feet from them. Everyone was shocked to notice that Naruto wasn't even hurt from that barrage of bullets. In fact, some of the Don's men were hit in their legs or arms from bullets bouncing off him. The Don narrowed his eyes at this man. He would be a worthy foe. The Don reached for his blade. He slowly pulled it from its sheath. Naruto got into a brawler-like stance. He wasn't all that great at fighting, okay, bad lie, but he didn't want to hurt Saya's father, I mean the things she would do to him. The Don attacked him. He attacked using his sword, a downward slash from the left, then another from the right. Naruto dodged both of them. Then the Don tried to cut his head off. Naruto bent forward to prevent that, only to get kneed in the face. Wow, that stung a little. Naruto thought. That hurt my knee. Mustn't do that again. My turn. Naruto again thought. The Don came at Naruto again, however, when he came from above with his sword, Naruto just grabbed it with his left hand. Many were shocked that he did. He then did 4 quick jabs to the lower chest of the Don. But these were strong enough to make him feel like he was hit by a hammer. Naruto then forced him to drop his sword. Breaking one's right is very convincing, and then he punched him with enough force to send him flying a few meters away. Naruto had to give credit to this man. Lesser men would have had a few broken things by now, not just 1 or 2 things. Naruto jumped up using the suit's power and came down on the Don's head, but he moved almost at the last moment. Good thing too, because Naruto's punch cracked the concrete. The Don grabbed his sword again and tried to cut Naruto's head off. Maximum armor. Naruto blocked it with his arm. Many again were shocked that he could do that. This has gone on long enough. Naruto then tossed something in the air. Flash bang. Someone yelled. Then the bang happened and everyone was blinded. Cloak engaged. Naruto cloaked and left the estate. When the glare from the flashbang wore off, no one saw Naruto. No. We needed answers. Find him. The Don yelled. The men all scattered trying to find him, but they wouldn't. Naruto was already gone from their manor and their perimeter. He left. Siko felt a little ping in her heart. It almost felt like Naruto died again. He'll be back. Takashi said. How can you be so sure? Kyoko asked. Because we're still here. We may not have known Alcatraz that long, but you can tell. He sees us as friends at least. And maybe next time Saya's dad won't try to kill him. Kota said. We should go. I think the only thing preventing Saya's father from interrogating us is Saya herself. Hinata said. She didn't have the courage to face Saya's father that dawn, not many did. The group left, wanting to go be with Rei, as she was lonely, and to get away from the dawn. They hoped that Alcatraz would return. But Naruto. Gee, why does that feel familiar? He asked himself. Mission objective. Get to the mall. Alright, damn voice. Naruto ran at a normal pace without using suit energy, it wouldn't do if he ran into trouble. However, it seemed that most of the zombies weren't near him right now. His HUD shows them to be far enough to not pose a threat to him right now, and there were no survivors within about 100 meters of his position. Alright, ammo check. One clip of 30 rounds for my SCAR and my G36C. That sucks, and 30 rounds for my SPAs. Not too bad. I should save them for when I need them. Survivors detected. Oh goody, I was just starting to get lonely. Naruto ran to where the 2 blue dots on his HUD were. Help me. Naruto heard a young woman yell. Naruto rushed even faster to her, he turned the corner to see about 12 zombies in the area. Naruto saw the girl, 4 zombies were coming after her, he'd never make it to her in time. He raised his G36C and fired 1 shot for each of the 4 coming after her. The woman looked up in hope. She saw someone in a weird suit. He saved me. Naruto then moved to the 8 currently eating some poor sap. He used his bare hands to crush their skulls and his boots to the head to knock them dead. Well, dead again, anyway. He saw the man on the ground. He gave his life to save this girl. Based on the hair color of both of them, they were brother and sister. He put a bullet in his head to be sure. The young woman gasped. Then she ran and hugged him. Thank you, she said crying. He nodded. What's your name, my savior? She asked him. He pointed to him mouth and shook his head no. Are you a mute? He nodded. That's alright. I like the tall, dark and silent types. She gave him, his mask, a kiss. You can call me Fu or not call me anything as the case may be. She said. He nodded again. Great. I save her life and now she wants to jump my bones. Well, could be worse, she could be undressing me. Alright, there she goes. Fu was currently undressing her savior with her eyes. That skin-tight bodysuit left little to the imagination. He was tall, dark, silent and buff. Not too overly buff but just right. Okay, this is getting creepy. Naruto told her to follow him. They made their way past many zombies without running into any of them. Fu was amazed at what she was staring at, after her eyes left his ass. Of course, here was a man, hopefully, although if this person is a woman she was always willing to experiment, this person was just amazing, this entire person was. I wonder if excessive staring can count as sexual assault. Not that I mind too much. He thought to himself. Survivors detected. Naruto knew where they were. His HUD had detected a lot of survivors in one area. He soon lead both himself and Fu at the mall where Jill and Rebecca are waiting for him. Might as well get this over with. They saw some people on the roof waving at them. Naruto continued to escort Fu to the mall. A side door opened for them and they ran in, the door closed behind them. Are you Alcatraz? A woman asked. She looked calm, confident and above all else a survivor. Naruto nodded. I'm Matsushima, this is my underling Asami, Jill and Rebecca have been waiting for you, follow me. She told them. Hi. Asami said in a spacey voice. Naruto and Fu followed her to the center of the mall. There a cradle was set up with lots of computers and other things. A few BSAA soldiers were there as well, they ranged from ex-military from any country to other victims of Umbrella that wanted to help bring them down. There were even around 20 or so non-BSAA affiliated people here. Like that woman Matsushima and her underling Asami. Alcatraz? Thank God you're alright. Rebecca ran up and hugged Naruto. We saw what happened. Although I'm saddened that he would think you are the one mutating those things, but I understand why he would. Look at this. Jill told him to look at a monitor. On it was a copy of him in the suit injecting something into a few walkers. A few pictures later they become different types of monsters. I'll believe you if you say this isn't you, Alcatraz. Was it? Jill asked. Naruto shook his head no. I believe you. Let's check out your deep layers, see if what Rebecca said is true. Jill told him to get in the cradle. He did as was asked. Everything went nuts as she was trying to scan his suit. He had no power or strength. Deep layer scan in progresses. Gee, I didn't notice. Naruto thought sarcastically. Let's see what you've been up to. Rebecca said out loud. Helping a bunch of kids at the high school, doing a few errands and what the? What? Jill asked looking at the monitor. What the hell? You're not Alcatraz. Jill pointed a gun at his head. Threat detected. Who the hell are you? Are you with Umbrella? Jill yelled at him. Fu was a little too shocked to move when her savior was being threatened with a gun. Memory scan playback activated. Huh? Jill and Rebecca looked at the screen. Naruto? That your name? Naruto Namikaze. Destiny is a bitch, huh? It'll be on you now, son. The man said to him. Naruto barely heard him. Something is coming. Something bad, I wish I could help but I can't. Not anymore. I'm dying, the suit prolonged my life as long as it could. You're my last shot. Jill and Rebecca's last shot, the last hope for all of us. Naruto saw the guy take off his helmet. We tried to warn them. Warn everyone but no one believed us. Now it is too late to stop it from happening. Umbrella saw to that. Naruto could barely see right now. It's all on you now, Naruto. I have no right to ask this, but you must do it. Find Jill and Rebecca. Find them and hurry. That's all I can do now, you are all I can do. Naruto saw the man's face, he looked sickly and pale. Oh, almost forgot one last mission. Got to break the link to the suit. Naruto saw the man grab a handgun, then pointed it at his head. Tell them I'm sorry I've failed them. My name is Alcatraz, remember me. He pulled the trigger and it killed him. The video rewound itself. Tell them I'm sorry I failed them. My name is Alcatraz, remember me. He pulled the trigger and it killed him. Playback ended. Jill and Rebecca stopped and looked like they were about to cry. Damn it. Jill yelled, throwing something. Many people were scared when she was mad, few could say they weren't. She then looked at Naruto on the cradle. So, you're Minato's kid? I honestly thought Alcatraz couldn't save any of you. We had only a moment's notice before the fire started. Alcatraz was closest and the only one who could have made it in time. Then it was covered up like everything else Umbrella does. Damn it. Jill was mad, no, pissed off. Rebecca just stayed there in tears. She started to work after a few minutes. Naruto right? She asked in tears. Naruto nodded. I will fix why you can't talk, I bet it's annoying. It happens sometimes. The reason you couldn't talk was because your vocal cords were damaged in the fire. The suit normally would have just healed them in time, but you were on death's door when Alcatraz found you. I'll heal them now for you. Rebecca went to work, she didn't want to think about Alcatraz's death. Naruto nodded. Now all he has to do is not get killed by grieving girlfriends, and he should be good. Alright, there. All better. I even made it to where you can take off your helmet. But, I wouldn't recommend that for too long. You are still recovering from the damage the fire did to you. But you can remove your helmet for about an hour a day at most. Past that you risk death. Rebecca told him. Thanks. Naruto said, taking his helmet off for the first time. Oh, the sweet sound of my own voice, I'll never take you for granted again. Naruto said with a few tears in his eyes. Rebecca's eyes widened, she saw younger Alcatraz. She turned away and blushed a bit. Jill also noticed that Naruto looked a little like a younger Alcatraz. Fu didn't bother to hide her blush as she stared at Naruto's face in awe. Naruto looked at her with a little fear. Why would you go out with me? She asked him. Wah? Huh? He looked at her with the strangest look he could muster. Did she just ask him out? Naruto, did your father tell you anything about Umbrella? Anything at all? Jill asked. No, I didn't even know he was investigating Umbrella until you two told me he was. All I know is he started investigating a friend's dad. The dawn of some organization, I never really cared for the name, that started some time ago. He told them. I see. Why? Do you know? Jill asked again. To her there was no real reason to investigate the Dawn. No. But I do know that my dad was angry when he got to that case. He and the Dawn had been friends when they were younger, I never knew why he was told to investigate him, he was police chief and all. Naruto answered. I see. Jill looked a little down about that answer. Wait, did you go to your dad's office at the police station? She asked him. No, not yet. I figured I'd go when my friends were safe and I'd go after I made it here. He told her. Alright, I guess that'll have to do. Jill. They both heard Rebecca yell. What? Come here quick. Jill ran to where Rebecca is, Naruto followed. What is it, Rebecca? Jill asked. Take a look at this. Rebecca showed them the screen. It had a picture of a large monster on it. But all they saw was part of its head. I went through some photos that Naruto brought us from the Umbrella lab at the hospital. This was on it. This thing broke out and killed 12 people before it escaped. It's out there now. The monster on the screen looked hideous. Based on the photos, this thing was about 10 or so feet tall and about 15 or 16 feet long. Damn Umbrella. Let me guess, you're going to ask me to find and kill this thing? Naruto asked, already knowing the answer. No. That shocked Naruto. We have no time for hunting this thing. If you find it, kill it, but don't hunt for it. Right now we need that information at your father's office. He said that it was all we would need to put an end to Umbrella once and for all. Jill told him. Can I ask a question? Fu raised her hand. Go ahead. Jill said. If the world's coming to an end, why do you need to bring down Umbrella Corporation? I mean, aren't they done for right now as it is? Fu asked. Naruto wondered why as well. Umbrella is good at covering up their dirty, not so little, deeds. However, it's not to bring them down to the world, it's bringing them down, period. Your father said that he found a list of every Umbrella member, both public and private. Every lab and base location, and a list of all of their contusion sites they were doing prior to this. Rebecca said. However, it is why they did this that is concerning. Jill said. A few people were gathering around them. This was no accident, one of their labs didn't fail to cover up something, no toxic spill or some other bullshit. They did this on purpose. What? Someone yelled. You're saying that we lost friends and family and that Umbrella did this on purpose? Why? A woman yelled. But we don't know. They might have wanted to test something, who really knows why Umbrella does anything? Jill said she knew why Umbrella would do something like this. But until now it has only been cities or islands, not the world. If I were to guess, it was to either test something out or save the world to make them look like heroes. After the Raccoon City footage got out, many didn't believe the footage was hoaxed, so as many other corporations started to investigate them. Jill took a breath. However, we can't worry about that now. We need what your father had on Umbrella. From there we can work on a more permanent solution other than hiding and dying. Rebecca continued. Also, the safety of the survivors we've got here is also a priority for us. We got about 20 or so here, and from the footage we've got from your helmet feed, the Don has about at least 200 or so people he is protecting. So those are good odds for us to have. But don't forget, there's someone out there with my face that's working from Umbrella. Naruto pointed out. Yes, he is a priority target for you, Naruto. Take him out if you get the chance. For now, head to the police station. Get the intel we need and get back here alive. That's an order. Jill told him. Yes, ma'am. If there's one thing I'm good at, get following the stay alive order I get. I'll be back as soon as I can. Naruto reattached his helmet and decided to move on to his father's office. Be safe, Naruto. Don't be a stranger now. Fu waved at him as he was leaving. He gave her a thumbs up as he left. Well, maybe if Siko, Hinata and the others try to kill me, she could protect me, if the suit can't. Naruto left and many people saw him leave. He even took out, with his bare hands, a few zombies as he left. Back at Saya's house. The group was feeling bad about what happened to Alcatraz. Saya's dad flipped out on him and he left. The man that saved their lives left in order to survive. Anyone else feel sad about Alcatraz leaving? Kota asked. Yeah. The whole group said at once. Then the door opened. All of you with me now. The Don told them. Anyone else afraid for their lives? Kota again asked. Yeah. Everyone said again. In the Don's meeting room, the group was in front of the Don, such a frightening man. Saya, I want to know everything you know about this Alcatraz. Where you meet him, what's his fighting style, his capabilities. Everything. Saya snouted in an unladylike manner. Why should I, Papa? You chased him away. He won't come back here after that. Despite what that idiot Kota says. Many were shocked that Saya, of all people, would say that to her father, of all people. He narrowed his eyes at his slightly rebellious daughter. He is a dangerous man, Saya. He turns those things out there into mutations that take the best we can throw at them to bring them down. No, he didn't. He's been with us since this all started. He was at the school the second the world came to an end and has protected us since then. Until now when you chased him away. He was innocent of what you accused him of, father. You jumped to conclusions, again, like you always do. You don't listen to me, especially when I'm right, like the time with Naruto. Don't say his name. The Don slammed his fist on the table. You need to hear this. Saya yelled back. You thought that Naruto hit me that time 3 years ago, but it was some other idiot, Papa. You thought it was him because he was there saying he was sorry. You know why he said he was sorry, Papa? He was sorry because he couldn't protect me from the other boys who hit me. You know what he did to them? He beat the fuck out of each of them, they even dropped out of school. And now with Alcatraz. He's been with us since the beginning, with only 2 times we wasn't in eyesight of us, yet we knew where he was. The first time he was away was when he went to a store to get us food. He was only gone for about 30 or so minutes. Saya took a breath. She was pissed at her father, and when she's pissed no one is safe from her sharp tongue, not even her father. No time to do whatever you think he had done. The only other time he wasn't in eyesight was when we got home. He left to the hospital to find out what he needed to find out there. He even came back with 3 hospital staff, which we have none other than them by the way, and medical supplies, again something we didn't have until he came along. Then you chase him out, odds are he'll never return here. He had his own contacts here to help him deal with the threat of those monsters out there. Saya took another breath, getting all of that out felt good, but not as good as what she said next. But you know what, Papa, despite that, I know you had the best for these people at heart. But sometimes, you can be as stubborn as Naruto. If you would have listened to me and my friends, then we would have had a great ally with us. Saya said what needed to be said. The Don thought about his daughter's words. They were harsh, yet true all the same. You have said your piece, Saya, I hope. Now I wish for all of you to leave. I have much to think about. However, Siko, I wish to speak with you for a moment. With Naruto. Naruto felt good. Better than he had in a while. He could speak now and even take off his mask if he wanted to. However, he was on another mission. He needed to get to his dad's office and get whatever he had on Umbrella. Alright Naruto, your father, the last time we spoke, said that he found everything we needed to bring them down for good. Yet never gave us anything. All he ever told us is the answer to where the information on Umbrella is in his office. We don't know what you're looking for, but if you know your father you'll know it when you see it. Good luck Naruto, we'll keep you updated on things you need to know out there. Jill told him. Right. I'm on it. Naruto moved a little faster, taking out any zombies on the way. He stocked up on ammo at the mall thankfully. But he didn't waste any bullets on the Wakara type, just crushing their skulls was enough for him to get the job done. He was getting cloudy, it would soon rain, and that would make his stealth mode less effective against humans. Jill, I'm at the police station. Anything I should know before I go in? Just a few things. It was abandoned in a hurry when it got overrun by zombies, so expect some stragglers. Also we could use some more guns and ammo. Matsushima says don't bother with the gun cage as it would be cleaned out by now, but check anyway. However, she said to check evidence lockup, bound to be a few guns there. Right. I hear ya. Naruto, it's Rebecca. I've got an update on our imposter. He was last seen in your area. Be careful. He most likely still in the area. Got it. I'll let you know what I turn up. Later. He cut into the chat. Naruto moved to the police station. When he got in, a zombie couple came at him, he took care of them with no trouble. Then a few more zombie cops came at him as he went to his dad's office. Again no trouble. Nothing more than stragglers here and there. He went to the gun cage just in case, a few ammo boxes that were left behind, nothing else. He then went to the evidence lockup. At least 7 or so guns plus bullets. Shameful really, no one thought of getting these things. Naruto moved on to his father's office. Jill, Rebecca, are you two getting this? It looks like my dad's office has been ransacked systematically. Somebody was looking for something. He told them. Yeah, we're getting your helmet feed nice and clear Naruto. Look around, see if there is any clue on what we need. Jill told him. Oh, and Naruto. Be careful. There have been reports from our BSAA members around the world of new T-virus strains popping up everywhere now. Stay alert, one was about a monster that can turn invisible. Rebecca said to Naruto. Gotcha. I'll be careful. Naruto looked around his dad's office. Files, papers, anything and everything that was in his dad's office was all over the place. Even his computer was destroyed. Whoever these people are. They either got what they were looking for or they didn't find it here. Naruto said to Jill and Rebecca. Alright, bring your father's hard drive from his computer to us. It might have something on it that we could use. It may even have the clue we need to find out what we need to know about Umbrella. Rebecca said to Naruto. Hollow roar. Naruto covered his ears as he heard a loud roar. Many people all over the area also heard it. Naruto looked out the window. Then he saw a massive monster. You two getting this? It looks like that monster that broke out of luck up at the hospital. Except it looks like it's on steroids. Naruto said to them, looking at the massive monster. We see it. It is heading west, away from the mall. Thankfully. We don't have to worry about it. Rebecca said. West? That thing is heading to Saya's house. I got to go. Naruto yelled, running. Naruto, you'll never make it. Jill yelled. The hell I won't. I just need a little help. Naruto looked around. Alright. Saya's home same time. What the hell was that? The Don came out of his home when he heard that roar. Sir. One of his men up high pointed east of them. The Don got up there and saw what he was looking at, a massive monster. It was plowing right through buildings. However, it was slow, their only saving grace. Don. The man wanted something to do. I want every man, woman and child able to hold and shot a gun, armed and ready to defend us in 10 minutes. That's how long we have before it gets here. The Don said. Sir? You heard me. Get moving. He said to the man. Yes, sir. The Don looked back at the monster, it was massive. He was worried and afraid for his family and his people. He could feel it. There was no hope to kill this thing. But he would fight to the death nonetheless. He may not look it, but he was frightened by this thing. It was huge and it was on its way here. I want everyone who can hold a gun armed now. Get out the heavy weaponry, we'll need them. The man yelled. The Don watched as this monster trampled everything in its path. Buildings, people, zombies, it was all the same to it and they need to stop it. Kakashi and the others, with Naruto's cousins included, saw the monster from Rei's recovery room. What should we do, guys? Stay here and fight if they let us or leave while we can in Shizuka's friend's car? Takashi asked. I say we stay and fight, Kota said. I'm all for staying. I say we leave. We can't leave yet. Rei hasn't recovered enough yet. And if we do leave, her recovery will take longer, Shizuka told them. That would also put us in danger later on if we do leave. Siko didn't like their choices. Do we stay then? We have some guns thanks to Alcatraz and one rocket launcher. That could help us in this upcoming fight, Kota told them, showing them the RPG. And where would you hit it? We don't know if this thing has a weak spot. You'd waste a shot if you just fired and hope for the best, fatso. Saya scolded him. She would have said something else, but Alice was there. We stay then. And hope for the best. Siko sided her decision. With Naruto. Naruto had permanently borrowed a motorcycle to get to his friends as fast as he could. That thing's heavy armored shell would make all small arms fire worthless, and most rockets would harm it anyway. New T-virus strain identified. Bo. Subject 32, Komodo turtle crossbreed. Classification name. Commodal. Commodal. Really, those umbrella people have no vision. His suit gave him intel on this monster. This Commodal, what a dumb name. The Commodal looked like a Komodo dragon with a turtle shell covering its body. Its outer skin, without the shell, is tough and hard to pierce anyway. But it had one weakness. And that one weakness was all Naruto needed to save his friends and his cousins. He would do what he needed. And new threat from the dead. Higher fire. Many of the Dawn's men were firing at the Commodal, the monster that Umbrella created for whatever reason. The Dawn himself was leading the defense of his home and his people. From her room, Saya and the group could only watch, being forced away from the fighting by Saya's father. Man. I want to fight. Kota whined. Many just sighed. I'm glad we are not fighting that thing. We'd be just in the way. Takizu said to Kota. We can't stay here. I say we leave. Takashi said to the group. Siko looked like she was thinking hard. I agree. But we'd need our car and I'm not 100% sure it's fixed. We have to risk it. I know Rei isn't 100% either, but we stay here, we risk death. They don't know how to bring that thing down, and all they are doing is making a lot of noise and using up resources to fight off other threats. Saya said, pushing up her glasses. I bet if Alcatraz was here he'd go all badass on that thing. Kota said with his otaku smile and eye glare. Yeah, he's not alright, Tubby, get used to it. Taiya yelled at Kota. She was annoyed at the Dawn for chazzing Alcatraz out. Thank you, sister. Saya said, happy that she'd found a kindred spirit in Taiya, long exotic hair, big boobs and a short temper. The group fell silent for a time, thinking about their friend that helped them through this and now on the Dawn's hit list. Anyone think he'll be back? Naomi broke the silence. I do. Everyone looked at Alice with her pet fox Caillou, who gave a happy bark. I know that big brother Alcatraz will be back. After all, he said he was going to protect us, even without saying it. Caillou gave off a bark, agreeing with her. Outside. AHHH. The Commodal unleashed a new power on the defenders of the people. The ability to spit out a type of liquid fire. It burned anyone alive, a horrible way to die. This isn't going well. One man yelled. The Commodal continued its rampage in the courtyard, stepping on some poor sap while burning a few more. Any and all bullets bounced off its thick skin, and any rockets would only piss it off. And the turtle shell was beyond impregnable. On. We have to leave. We must evacuate now. Another man yelled. No. He yelled, firing his gun. Stand your ground. Then he was backhanded by the massive monster. On. Papa. The Dawn looked up. The Commodal looked at him. It could tell it saw him because it blinked. Then it lunged its mouth at him. New. Crash. Some smoke kicked up, which was wired. When the smoke cleared, everyone was shocked. It seemed as if the Commodal's mouth had stopped from nothing. With the Dawn, he was the outline of a figure, then it decloaked. It was Alcatraz. Naruto was holding the Commodal's teeth at bay with the power of the suit to help him. Whatever this thing was made of was strong. Naruto turned to the Dawn. Get out of here. We'll talk later. He told him. The Dawn looked at him. I'll hold you to that. Naruto nodded, then looked back to the Commodal. It roared angrily at him at the loss of its knack. Here we go. Naruto said to himself. The Commodal tried to bit Naruto, but only managed to eat some concrete. Hey, look, it's Alcatraz. Rei yelled from the bed she was on. The rest of the group looked on as they saw their friend fighting that thing on his own. Naruto didn't bother to start shooting the Commodal yet. It had only one weak spot and he couldn't hit it right now. The Commodal rushed Naruto in hopes of killing him, but it didn't work. Naruto jumped on its claw and ran up its arm, using the skills of his suit to aid him. He ran all the way up to the Commodal's herd, then he took out his spas and started to upload on the top of the skull. It was working, the scales were being destroyed, slowly. The Commodore was pissed and tossed Naruto off its head. "Holy shit. You see that?" Kota yelled. "No. I'm working on my suntan." Saya replied sarcastically. She was really watching Alcatraz fighting this monster that none of her dad's men could. Naruto was smashed into a car. The car never had a chance. Naruto got up before the monster smashed the car to nothing. "My car." The car's poor sap of an owner wailed. Naruto rolled out of the way, then cloaked. Cloaked engaged. "It can't see me, right?" But Naruto missed a few biology classes. "The thing sees heat." The Commodore fired its liquid fire at him and has rolled away from it. Naruto decloaked. "Okay, bad idea. Better not waste energy." Naruto was using his suit to analyze any other weaknesses of this monster. Using the umbrella files he got from the hospital. Aside from the one weakness, it had no other. The monster started rampaging around the large courtyard, trying to get to Naruto for what he did. Naruto was keeping it in front of him while making sure he didn't end up dying. When the Commodore tried to bite Naruto once more, Naruto jumped out of the way and the Commodore ended up biting a car. Naruto, who placed a mine on that same car a moment before, said of his charge. The monster roared as he didn't like that chili pepper. Naruto took this chance and ran up the leg again, but the Commodore recovered faster than it should have and jumped onto the side of the Commodore's head. Naruto looked right into the large eye of the monster. Using one arm, Naruto got out a special bomb. "What are you looking at, ugly?" Naruto asked. Then he jammed his spike bomb into its eye. Naruto fell as it went on another rampage trying to get the bomb out of its eye. Slamming and grinding anything to get it out. Everyone didn't have to wait long as it blew up, blinding it in its right eye and making it collapsed. Naruto wasted no time here and to the downed monster and jumped on its head. He found the small hole he made in the armor and began to shot once more with what was left of his spas ammo. He soon ran out after using about 15 or so rounds into it. The Commodore launched Naruto back by quickly moving its head up. Naruto saw that he was heading to the thing's shell, so he activated his armor. Maximum armor. Naruto braced himself for hitting the shell. Oh, did it hurt like hell. The shell was so hard it took a large chunk of his suit energy away. Naruto rolled to the left side of the monster, a little stunned by his fall. But the Commodore would not let Naruto rest. It stepped on Naruto with its claw, preventing him from moving. It gave a roar as it enlarged its fangs, then went to eat him. Naruto, not wanting to be a meal, grabbed its fangs when it went for the kill. Naruto kept it at bay with only his hands. The monster was even using its tongue to lick Naruto in the suit. "Ew. Gross." Naruto complained. Slime and drool were dripping on Naruto as he held it off. "Great, now you're drooling on me." "He needs help." Kota yelled. He grabbed the RPG and ran to help Naruto. "Wait, Kota. Damn it." Kakashi yelled while following to help him. He grabbed an RPG that the Don's men were using. Damn. Naruto was losing strength. "You need a breath mint, pal." The mouth of the monster was getting closer and closer. "Hey. Ugly." Both Naruto and the Commodore, with one eye, looked at the source of the voice. Naruto saw both Kakashi and Kota aiming a pair of RPGs at the Commodore. "They know how to aim those, right?" They fired. "I guess they do." Maximum armor. The two RPG rockets hit the top part of the head near the hole in its head. It roared as its weakness was hit. Naruto sighed in a short relief as the Commodore was in pain and wasn't going to bother with him for a minute. Naruto slowly got up and did a two-finger salute in thanks to them. "Alright, time to kill this thing." The Commodore came at him again, trying to bite him. Naruto used all of his suit energy to jump as high as he could. Many saw this and were shocked. Naruto landed on the side with the one eye of its head. With its long silted eye, it looked at Naruto. Naruto took out his spike bomb and jammed it into its eye. It roared and leaned towards where the pain was coming from. Naruto let go and fell to the ground, landing on his feet. The Commodore started to rub its eye on the ground, trying to get the spike bomb out of its eye. Boom. It blew up and the Commodore fell to the ground. Naruto ran up its front leg and made it to the hole in the head, which was a little bigger thanks to Kakashi and Kota. Naruto emptied the last of his clip in the hole to make it bigger. He tossed his gun as it was out of ammo. He pulled out a special grenade for this one. However, the Commodore was not in a cooperative mood. Blind and dazed, it felt something on its head. It started to spin, hoping to shake off whatever was on it. Naruto slipped when the Commodore started to act like a bull. Naruto grabbed onto the hole with his free hand. The Commodore started to roll, spin, and shake to shake off Naruto, who was hanging by a scale. Naruto armed the grenade and threw it in the hole. The massive monster threw its head up and Naruto was sent flying again to its shell. Maximum armor. Naruto's armor activated and then he landed on the hard shell. "Oh, I'm feeling that one in the morning." The Commodore roared a few times, then. Boom. The Commodore had a new size hole in its head now. Most of its head was gone, it fell to the ground lifeless. "It's dead," some of the Don's men asked out loud. "It's dead." Many of the men and the people who witnessed the fight were celebrating his victory. Warning. Warning. Massive T-virus outbreak imminent. His suit's HUD showed him a 3D image of the surround area about 300 meters. A red dome came from the cometal and then it spread from it to the rest of the area. T-virus infection level. 5. Infection probably. 97%. Threat detected. Naruto saw that many infected were flooding the area because of the cometal. Numbering somewhere in the 100s, maybe in the 1000s. Shit. Everyone run. Naruto yelled as loud as he could. Pull back, pull back. Some of the Dawn's men yell. Suggesting countermeasure. Activate AVP antivirus pulse. Naruto had no idea what was that, but he'd go with it. Activate AVP. He yelled. Activating AVP. Stand by. 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%. Activating AVP. Naruto felt the power build up and from afar, all the bystanders saw white-colored energy or particles surround Alcatraz, then Naruto released the pulse. The pulse of white energy fired from Naruto's body. The pulse spread in a dome-like fashion and everything infected that it touched, it destroyed. The cometal dissolved and the lesser infected looked like they were burned to ashes. The AVP dome covering about a 3-mile radius. All of the infected and the T-virus infection were snuffed out by the AVP dome. Naruto fell to the ground after his little episode. He was flat on his back, lifeless. Activate defibrillator. A jolt from the suit's built-in defibrillator jolted Naruto. Off to the side, many people, mostly Naruto's group, were running to help Alcatraz as he wasn't getting up. Activate defibrillator. The suit tried once more to revive its user Naruto. However, Naruto's vital signs remained flatline. Activate defibrillator. Another jolt hit Naruto's heart. Naruto began to move. Alcatraz? Hey man, you're alright. Kota yelled. Do I look alright to you, Kota? Alcatraz asked. Dude, you can talk. Since when? Takashi asked. Since a few hours I got kicked out of here. Look, I'm not doing so hot right now, get me to Shizuka or someone. I need a bit of a break. Naruto felt dazed after his fight with the cometal. Alcatraz? The rest of the group ran up to him. Hey. Naruto waved weakly. You can talk. Saya asked. Yes. I meet up with Rebecca and Jill not long after I got kicked out of here. Got an upgrade as it were. He said weakly. You sound familiar, Siko said to him. Why? Naruto was nervous. She's might kill him for not saying who he is. Naruto looked around him when the group heard a bunch of gun cocks around them. The Dawn's men had surrounded them once more. Great. Naruto said sarcastically. Stand down. Everyone looked behind them to see the Dawn. This man and I have much to talk about. Bring him to my meeting room within the hour. The Dawn left no room for argument as he left them. Siko and Hinata were holding Naruto up. Naruto nodded. I'll be there. I suggested you all be there as well. Naruto managed to stand on his own power. Damn, this suit was good. Why us? Kota asked. There are some things you need to know as well. He said to them. He hoped that they didn't kill him, mainly Siko, Hinata and Yuuki. A few minutes later Naruto made his way to the medical center that the Dawn's people made with his cousins running it. He wanted to tell them earlier, but he had the same problem, he could speak and they might kill him. Hey, Alcatraz. Naruto looked to the voice. It was Karen. Good to see you. Karen gave him a warm smile. What ya doing here? Nothing, just here to check on you. He said, thanking that the mask changed his voice a little. Holy crap, you can talk. Yeah, upgrade, what's up? Oh, yeah. Nothing, because of the Dawn we have a makeshift medical tent. But that's as good as that's going to get. I see, here. He handed her a handgun. Take this and watch yourself. I don't trust anyone here aside from the group I brought here and your sisters, Karen. Yeah, I get it. Let me get my sisters. Carry Taiya. Get over here, will ya? She yelled at her older sisters. Yeah, we're coming. Taiya said. Since their makeshift hospital was made by the Dawn's men, they have been working non-stop to help anyone who was sick, not infected, and to report anyone who was infected. The only person that could help them was Shizuka, even if she was a bit ditzy. What do you need? We're busy with the damage from that massive dragon thing. Carrie said to her younger sister. That dragon thing was called a cometal, Umbrella named it. He told them. Taiya nodded. I see. What's up, Alcatraz? Here, take these. He handed Taiya a shotgun and Carrie an UMP-45. Keep these with you at all times. Trust only each other when me and the group I've brought with me here leave. I don't trust anyone here. Alright. The three sisters nodded. Yeah, sure, alright. Hey, your voice sounds familiar, have we met before? Cory asked him. No. Anyway, if you have some time, come to the Dawn's meeting room. There are some things you need to know. Alright. He told them. Yeah, sure, whatever. Taiya said, getting elbowed for her sarcastic remark. An hour later Naruto made his way to the Don's meeting room. The men outside wanted to disarm him, but that almost got them killed. Allow him in as is. We have wasted enough time as it is. The Don ordered. The men allowed him in and he walked in like the badass that he is. Don. He said. Alcatraz. My daughter and her friends spoke highly of you when you were away. He said to him. Yeah. It's the suit. Naruto was honest. This suit of yours, it's nothing more than an expensive tool. The tool is only as good as its user. The suit allows you to get things, but you chose to do those things. The Don said. Wise words. My daughter said them to my men when they called you a freak. Amongst other things. She is her mother's daughter. Naruto said to him. The Don narrowed his eyes. You know of my wife? He asked in a hidden dangerous tone. Yes. I've met her a few times before all this went down. He answered the Don. Another thing. Last time we meet, you couldn't talk. What changed? I found my contact nearby. She upgraded my suit. Fixed it as it were to where I can talk now. Naruto told him. Before we start, I want my group that I brought with me when I first got here to be here when I reveal what I know. Your daughter is among them. The Don narrowed his eyes. And why is that? I have my reasons. You'll know them when they get here. Naruto crossed his arms around his chest. Showing that he will not compromise on that point. They didn't need to wait long before there was a knock on the door. The rest of Naruto's group, the core of the group, was waiting outside wanting to come in as Alcatraz asked them to come. Rei was absent as she was hurt, but the core of the group being Kota, Takashi, Hinata, Kyoko, Saya, Yuki, Shizuka and Siko. AI, Kari and Karen showed up a few moments later. Alice was staying with Rei. So we're all here, now what? Saya asked. Naruto blushed behind his helmet as he saw Saya's chest jiggle. He was thinking before he did this. Should he take off his helmet and show who he is? Would it do more harm than good? At the last possible second. He decided. No. He would keep his helmet on. Keep the name Alcatraz. As you know what I've told you so far. Here is a more detailed version of what I know. Naruto made that choice. He had hoped that it was the right one. He told them what he knows about Umbrella and about the T-virus. He told them everything aside from his name and who he was. It took almost 30 minutes for Naruto Alcatraz to the group. I have a question. Takashi raised his hand. Yes. Naruto asked. What is your real name? He asked Naruto. My name is classified. My call Sai, which is just as good as my name, is Alcatraz. That will do, Takashi. Naruto told. Solidifying his name as Alcatraz. Alright. Any other questions? Naruto asked. Why did you want these kids in here when you reviled this to me? The world will need new leadership when this is over. Corruption allowed this to happen. The BSAA tried to warn the world. They tried, but corruption allowed them to get away with a few thousand counts of murder. The world will need new leadership. I believe that they are it. Once some more wisdom is installed into a few of them. He looked at Takashi. Hey. You put great faith in the young. They are not ready for something like that. The Don told him. By the time this blows over they will be. That is all I have to say. Naruto left, the weight of his chose on his shoulders. The next day. Over the course of 12 hours, Naruto Alcatraz made non-stop missions into the city. Bring back supplies, vehicles, and survivors back to the Don's compound. Anything that could be useful to the refugees at the compound. He had saved almost 50 people all scattered around the nearby area. Either too afraid to move, unable to move by themselves or any other reasons that they couldn't move. Saya complained to her mother and father that they were working Alcatraz too hard, it would be bad for them in the long run, but that argument was shot down when her mother said that Alcatraz wanted to go and do those things. Naruto worked tirelessly on anything that he was told to do. He kept up his cover as Alcatraz to do so. When Jill asked if he was sure that was the right recourse, he said that he will follow through with it and asked them both to do the same. They said they would and he hoped that they would. Naruto had just finished bringing back another small group. It was a full family of 4. A mom, a dad and 2 kids, a boy and a girl. He had found them holed up in their motorhome that broke down in a small group of zombies. After taking care of the zombies he led the family to safety. The young girl of 10 hugged Naruto and thanked him as the family went with the other families in the compound. Naruto was tired from all of his missions, he needed a break. Naruto after his last mission was resting in his room that the Don gave him, still in his suit by the way. It was 2 p.m. and he hadn't slept in 2 days. He was about drop dead tired. Knock knock. The fucking course. Naruto cursed in his head. About to go to sleep and someone wants something from him. Yes. Naruto called out. The Don wishes to see you. As well as your group. The man said. Alright, I'll see him as soon as. He said. The suit can do miracles, that much is for sure, but his body might run out of energy soon enough. How he was even able to do these things is beyond reason. His only answer was the suit feed his body what it needs, that's what Rebecca told him anyway. Most likely true. Naruto got up and made his way to Kota's room for his bag of guns that he had left with the young man. He took his G36E, a M9, an EBR and a Spaz. With more than enough ammo to take down a small army. Naruto walked to the Don's room, wondering what he wanted now. Wasn't 12 hours of non-stop missions enough for now? He made it to the meeting room. Come in. We need your suit. Naruto heard the Don say from the other side. Naruto opened the door and saw many of the Don's head officers, what was left of them, most died in the attack. Yes? Naruto asked. Alcatraz, we need your help. We managed to locate a satellite over Japan. However, our best hacker can't get into it. We need your help to do so. Hook up to this main computer. Naruto shrugged as he hooked himself up to the mainframe. Hacking commencing standby. Naruto looked at all of the ones and zeros on his screen. Hacking. 50% complete. 75%. 100%. Accessing satellite mainframe. Satellite pictures downloading. Live satellite feed downloaded to suit mainframe. User is now able to access live fed from the satellite. There, it's done. You can now access the satellite from this computer. This one covers all of Japan. Don, this will be a great help to you. Can I go now? He asked. You sound tired, Alcatraz. One of the Don's men said. I am. You go 2+ days without rest and do what I've done alone, I doubt you could. He sneered at him. If I had that suit I could. The suit allows me to do what I do. I chose to do what I do. I won't be here forever, so don't get used to me. Naruto left it at that. He needed to move on soon, he'd been here for too long as it was. Naruto made his way back to his room for some well-earned rest. Hey, Alcatraz. Naruto groaned. He looked behind him, so see Alice and her pet fox Caillou. See, Caillou, told you that big brother Alcatraz would be back. Alice said to the fox she held to her chest. The fox gave off a yip in excitement. Alice. Naruto heard a familiar voice yell out Alice's name. I told you not to wander off like oh, Alcatraz. Are you alright? I haven't seen you since that one meeting you asked us to. She asked the young man. Naruto had fond memories of Kyoko. How she was one of the few teachers at the high school that tried to do the right thing to get rid of Shido, but because of his daddy he was safe from any recourse. However, Kyoko protected anybody she could from Shido, mainly Yuki from the sick fuck. I've been good, Kyoko. Been saving anyone I could when I go raiding for supplies. He told the busty woman. Trying to keep his eyes on her face and not her nice large chest. That's good. But you need some rest, you may be a solider, but you're still a man. She told him. And you, Alice, you need to stay with someone at all times, young lady. She scolded the young girl. Yes, Mrs. Kyoko. She said sadly. The fox also whined and dropped his ears. Now, she's young and adventurous. This is a perfect place for her young mind to explore. Naruto defended Alice. Yeah. Kai yipped in happiness. Now don't go defending her like that. She needs to stay with us at all times. Some people are not the nicest people in this world, you know. She said to Naruto. I guess you're right. You can explore, Alice, just do it with someone. Caillou growled. Other than Caillou. Caillou gave a happy yip. Naruto starched his ears. Say, Kyoko, before this all went down. Did you have a boyfriend? Naruto asked. Although he knew the answer, he asked anyway. Maybe she did have a boyfriend or a crush. A boyfriend, no. But Kyoko blushed thinking about it. Oh, so there was someone. Who was the lucky guy? Naruto asked with a teasing tone. Kyoko started to blush and stutter. You're going to think it's a stupid girl crush. If you love someone it's never stupid. Naruto said with a wise-like voice. Well, you see, I had a crush on a student. Kyoko admitted. A student? Wow, that's new-ish. So, who was it? Naruto asked. He was thinking, who could have caught Kyoko's eye? Not that blonde moron that they killed a few days ago. Well, his name was Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto almost choked on his spit. Yes, I know, stupid, right? No. Naruto waved his hands in front of him. I think it's come on, I think it's romantic. You know. Forbidden love by society. But true love knows no bounds or restrictions. Naruto said. Although now he felt so bad by not knowing it. I hope that I didn't miss anyone else's crush on me. Saya, Shizuka and Fu sneezed. Most likely not. I'm sure that you'll find someone who will treat you as the queen you are. He said. Oh, you're so cute. She gave him a hug. Naruto blushed as her chest pressed against his. Yeah, thanks. But I got to go, I need a break. Naruto said goodbye to Kyoko and left her with Alice. Kyoko sighed again. What a nice young man. I wonder if he's single. She said to herself. Naruto used his suit's power to get away from Kyoko. Great, what's next Naruto? You'll realize that some other girls you know like you. Again before mentioned girl sneezed again. Naruto moved on heading to his room. There waiting from him was Siko, in a kimono. This'll end well. Hello Siko. How may I help you? He asked. I'm glad I found you. Our group is having a meeting. We'd like you to come. She told him. Oh, what about? If we should stay here or not. Some of the group still has family out in the world that they want to find. Please, follow me. Siko led him to where the rest of the group was waiting. It was near their car. Everyone was there. Even the three newcomers Karen, Taiya and Carrie came. They were welcomed of course. Alright, we have a choice to make. Do we stay or so we go? Siko said out loud. We are with a larger group, we'll be safe here. Naomi said with her boyfriend agreeing. No place is a safe haven. As long as Umbrella is around and their troops nowhere is safe. Naruto said. Holy crap. Alcatraz you can talk. Takuzu yelled pointing at him. Yes. I got an upgrade and leave it at that. But back to what I said, as long as Umbrella is around nowhere is safe. Why is that? Toshimi and Miss Yuzu ask at the same time. The Umbrella CEOs considers anyone not with them infected and are to be terminated. Naruto answered for them. Why is that? Shizuka asked. They are power-hungry monsters, leave it at that. As for staying here, you'll be safe from the zombies, most of them at least, but when Umbrella troops come, many will die defending this place, then the zombies will pick off the rest. That is just what will happen, as long as I'm here. Naruto said to them. Why will that happen as long as you're here Alcatraz? Saya asked him. Umbrella wants the suit. They'll kill everyone in the world to get it. So I must be moving on soon. I can't allow them to find me here. So I'll be leaving within the hour. Anyone who wants to come with me is welcome, but it will be dangerous. Naruto felt like he should have told them who he was, but again decided against it. We're staying. The group looked at Takuzu and Naomi. But why? Naomi found her mom here. I can't ask her to leave so I'll be staying here. He told the group. Naruto nodded and handed him an M4A1 with 3 clips worth of ammo, plus the mag already in. Then handed Naomi a US.45. To keep your family safe. Also take a few things from out supply bag. Help your survival chances. Good luck. Thanks Alcatraz. Naomi hugged him. We're staying as well. Kawamoto and Taneuchi said to the group. Huh? Why? Takashi asked. Naruto noticed that they were holding hands. I wish you luck in your lives. I hope your love will survive this. The group gave him a hug. He gave them both an M9 to defend themselves with. Thank you Alcatraz. For everything. Taneuchi hugged him then Kawamoto. Take a few things from our bag. Stick together no matter what, we'll see you again. Naruto told them. Naruto also had a feeling that a few more were leaving the group. Toshimi sighed. We might as well stay here too. Huh? But why? We're a family right? Shizuka whined at losing any more of their group. We are, but I found my little sister here. I can't leave her. Our parents are dead and no one else was willing to help her. In fact Alcatraz found her yesterday. I can't leave her. It's that simple. I'm sorry everyone. Miss Yuzu is will to stay with me. The two friends were also holding hands. Naruto saw this and nodded. Handing both girls a UMP-45 with 2 more clips each. Protect yourselves and your little sister Toshimi. Take a few things from our bag, in fact if you 6 stick together take a full bag. For all of your families. It'll help you all in this new world. Naruto told them. He heard Saya huff and Alice cry a little with Shizuka because their family was being broke up. We will Alcatraz. Thank you so much for what you've done already. The two friends now lovers hugged Naruto. What about you three? Naruto asked. He hoped that they stayed. He could protect his cosigns, almost sisters, if they stayed. This place needs doctors, we are the only ones who could help these people. A doctor is very important now. With so many people, and with so many people having sex, Karen looked at Takuzu and Naomi. Both blushed. The babies need a fighting chance to survive in this new world. We'll share a few of the medical supplies you helped us get Alcatraz, but these people need us. Naruto nodded, then tossed Taiya M16A4. The one gun he knew Taiya could fire. Take that to protect your sisters Taiya. Sure no prop. Naruto looked at the others that were staying. Will you share your food with them? He asked and they all nodded. Our family got smaller. Alice whined with her fox whining with her. Don't worry Alice, I'm sure our family would grow soon. Kota reassured her. Naruto agreed. There were plenty of people still alive, some he was sure would stay with them if needed. Oh. Everyone heard Shizuka all of the sudden perk up. I just remembered. She chanted. I remembered what? Takashi asked. I remembered my friend's number. But I need a phone. Who has a phone? I need a phone. She said excitedly. What's the number? I can phone someone with my suit if the cell is still on. Naruto said. Oh, okay. Shizuka gave him the number and his suit made the call. It'll be like it's on speakerphone so just talk and she'll hear you and you'll hear her. Naruto explained. Okay. It took a few seconds before the phone was picked up. Hello? Everyone heard a female voice on the other end. Rika, you're alive. Shizuka yelled with her childlike happiness. Shizuka. You made it. I'm so relieved. Where are you? Are you at my house? The female, Rika, sounded urgent. No, we had to leave in a hurry, we also borrowed your car and your guns and your safe, I hope you don't mind. She sounded sorry. No, that's fine, as long as you have my car I can find you. Where are you at? Rika asked. Where at? Screech. Everyone covered their ears because the screech was so loud. Naruto didn't. Blast detected. Suit failure. Alcatraz, you alright? Siko asked. Naruto's world was going dark. Alcatraz. Naruto passed out. What if end here and thanks for watching my video till the end.